As we face the command of rapid development and technological innovation in the world, the Philippines' preparedness in advancement of its physical facilities, infrastructure, and soft skills are given focus, especially with the empowerment of teachers' capacity and capability, not only in pedagogical aspects of teaching, but the confidence in delivering instruction with the use of information and communications technology. The Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, under the leadership of USEC Alain Delby Pasqua, established the Educational Technology Unit under the Information and Communications Technology Service. Its prime function is to empower and capacitate public school teachers and learners as required by the global demand of the fast-paced development in technology. The task of the Educational Technology Unit is to promote and solidify the innovation and digitization projects that will support the requirements of the K-12 curriculum in delivering quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating education for all. It targets different components and facets of skills development which will enable the technological advancement of the infrastructure of DepEd. This is supplemented with empowerment training programs in emerging technologies for public school teachers. The programs of the EdTech unit target the emerging pedagogies focused on open educational resources, robotics and mechatronics, coding and programming, virtual reality and augmented reality in education, mobile application development, Internet of Things, and the productivity tools for learning, which includes Microsoft Office 365, Google Apps for Education, and the different Adobe software tools. In addition, the maneuver of in-house applications such as the DepEd Commons and the DepEd Learning Management System is under the flagship of the EdTech unit. The supervision of DepEd TV in ensuring world-class produced video lessons is another task of the office. Lastly, the conduct of free online tutorial session, coined with the term ETUlay, is a bridging program to support learners and parents in answering the self-learning modules pioneered with the initiative of the ICTS EdTech unit. A teacher's influence is limitless, bound with the heart for service and dedication to fulfill the greatest mission to educate the young. The ICTS Educational Technology Unit will be there to promote, to empower, and to inspire Filipino teachers and learners as we grow as a tiger in the region, hitting our target as one of the best in educational technology. Come on and join us as we make our dreams into a reality. Sama-sama tayong lahat tungo sa iisang layunin. Simulan natin ang pagbabago dahil tayo ang mga gurong magtatayo ng makabagong DepEd. Sulong Edukalidad.
Mga guro at magulang, ating pagtulungan, kabataan ay turuan natin. Kahit na nasa tahanan, pag-aaral ay tutukan, oras at kasanayan ay ilaan. Sulong edukalidad, magbago man ang panahon, ipagpatuloy ating layunin, patatagin ang edukasyon. Itulay ang gabay sa pagkatuto. Itulay edukasyon itatawid sa'yo. Itulay paaralan di lalayo sa'yo. Itulay sa makabagong panahon. Itulay para sa kabataang Pilipino. Kayo ba'y may katanungan at hindi maunawaan? Kami ang gabay at tulay na magtuturo sa'yo. Sa tulong ng teknolohiya at maging ng social media, paaralan ay kusang lalapit sa'yo. Sulong edukalidad, supuing maling impormasyon, katotohanan nating ituro, paunlarin ang edukasyon. Itulay ang gabay sa pagkatuto. Itulay edukasyon itatawid sa iyo. Itulay paaralan di lalayo sa iyo. Itulay sa makabagong panahon. Itulay para sa kabataang Pilipino. Itulay ang gabay sa pagkatuto. Itulay edukasyon itatawid sa iyo. Itulay paaralan di lalayo sa iyo. Itulay sa makabagong panahon. Itulay para sa kabataang Pilipino. Itulay, itulay sa kabataang Pilipino. Itulay, itulay sa kabataang Pilipino. Itulay, itulay sa kabataang Pilipino.
Yes, hello, good afternoon, teachers, and welcome back to our fifth day and PM session of our virtual INSET 2021.
Yes, kumain na po ba kayo mga teachers? Dahil po tuloy-tuloy po ang ating INSET, no, hanggang 4 PM. So I hope you had a hearty lunch because we will need energy to listen to our presenters for today. And one of our presenters for today, Teacher Jeff, no, will be talking about coding. Ang word na coding ay masyadong mabigat sa mga teachers, but you know, with Scratch, it will be made easier by our presenter for today.
Yes, and also to give you an idea about coding, it's actually about understanding the computer language. Now, definitely, it will be easier. That's why I'm going to present to you kung sino yung magpapadali ng coding para sa ating mga teachers so that you'll have an overview and as well as you're going to understand what coding is, okay? So, allow me to read her bio notes. So, she's a degree holder of Master in Education, specializing in Administration and Supervision in March 2009, and completed her doctor's degree in March 2014. Currently, she is serving DepEd for more than 10 years, having a current designation as Master Teacher 1 in Science and Technology Education Center in the Division of Lapu-Lapu City, Region 7. She is an Educational Technology Specialist in EdTech Unit, ICTS. DepEd Central Office currently hands-on with Tech Talks and Me Tech Talk or My Tech Talk episodes, and a volunteer ETUlay tutor in MPE Cebuano for grades 1 to 3. She has big heart for volunteerism by serving as trainer of the Moral Recovery Program, Values Formation Council to all public agencies, and as extension classes teacher in Lapu-Lapu City in partnership with her church ministries. She is being trained under Coalition for Better Education or CBE, Microsoft Education Ambassador, and Basic Education Transformational Sector or BEST, which are all in partnership with DepEd. Her international accomplishments are proof of her eagerness to give more. She is Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert, Microsoft Certified Educator, Microsoft Education Master Trainer, and Google Certified Educator Level 1. Her national accomplishments and contributions makes her key player in teaching with technology.
She conducted some regional and division-wide trainings, webinars, and workshops too. She also created ICT Learning Action Cell Activity Cards, published and uploaded in Learning Resources portal of DepEd LRMDS. contributed 7 instructional materials in audio narration format, Kwentong Pambata, DepEd storybooks under the DepEd Central Bureau of Learning Resources, and an initiator and demonstrator of the synchronous online learning delivery modality via Microsoft Teams in division, regional, and national. She has a heart for training kids in the field of robotics and education, science investigatory projects, campus journalism, and playing musical instruments contest coach. She's a certified education researcher and was a recipient of 2017 DepEd's Basic Educational Research Fund, or BERF, worth 150,000 pesos, and won as Best in Research Display with the action research entitled Group Tutoring using a web-based application as reading remediation approach, and 2019 BERF fund with her study, learners' performance, and perceived effects of double shift class program. Her commitment toward public service blessed her numbers of recognition and awarded as 2020 Most Outstanding Elementary Teacher in Division 7 and in Lapu-Lapu City Division in 2019. 27 Microsoft Above and Beyond awardee. Truly, these awards make her feel passionate in teaching by utilizing the ICT formula. It ignites, collaborates, transforms, and never gets tired of making a difference every day. That in all things that we do, she believes that God will be glorified. Now, Sir Jeff, before we formally introduce our speaker of today, we would like to have a message from our dear Undersecretary, Yusek Alain Del B. Pascual.
Secretary Leonor Martoles Briones always says, education must continue even in the times of crisis, whether it may be a calamity, disaster, emergency, quarantine, or even war. Teachers are called to the forefront to ensure that learners continue to receive educational services in this challenging situation. As teachers, you are faced with the enormous responsibility of reaching your learners and to continue your professional development to ensure that you are equipped with up-to-date tools and skills to better teach your students. The Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, through the Educational Technology Unit of the Information and Communications Technology Service, or EdTech ICTS, the Department of Education brings you this first of its kind, virtual and centralized in-service training. With more than 500,000 participants, we can safely say that this INSET is a success for all public school teachers nationwide. It has been over a year since the closure of schools and suspension of face-to-face learning in the Philippines, brought about by this COVID-19 pandemic. It has been a difficult and challenging road for us here in DepEd, but together we have all risen above the challenges and are now about to close the school year 2020 and 2021. Guided by DepEd's blended learning slogan, learn by all means, teach by all means. Our efforts align towards maximizing the available online channels, not only for learners, but also for teachers as well, to continue your professional development even in this time of crisis. The ICTS EdTech, without question, step up and pioneered digital learning for both students and teachers at a time when innovation is needed to ensure the continuity of educational services and professional development of our educators. Education in the Philippines has evolved, including all of us as part of the DepEd family, and we will continue to evolve as a country while the world copes with the effects of this COVID-19 pandemic. Congratulations to ICTS EdTech. Congratulations to all participants of this virtual INSET. May you continue to make a difference in the lives of your students. Mabuhay kayong lahat.
And yes, we're back. Thank you very much, Yusek Alain Del B. Pascual, for that very heartwarming and inspiring message to all our teachers. And now we'll proceed with our next speaker for the PM session. Our first speaker, Ma'am Rubilin. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, good afternoon,
Yes, hello, good
everyone.
afternoon. Are you ready?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, so take it away. God bless.
Yes, so once again, an amazing and awesome afternoon to everyone. Maayong hapon sa Visayas and Mindanao ng mga teachers. At of course naman po sa mga Tagalog speaking people, napakagandang hapon po. So once again, I'm Robeline Cabardo Pastrano. Una sa lahat, nagpapasalamat po ako sa aking school head po, si Ma'am LV Cabalhog po. And of course, yung PSDS ko naman na very supportive, si Ma'am Rebecca Toring. At syempre yung PSDS, yung SDS po namin, si Dr. Will Freda Bungalos. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa suporta na ibinigay niyo sa akin. Yes, for this afternoon, yan no, alam ko, excited na po ang lahat kasi last day na. Ayan. Then, ang ating topic this afternoon is Hour of Code. So, programming for women. Parang baka iniisip niyo na parang may ano dito bakit for women lang? Of course, yung mga lalaki, given na po yung pagkakataon na when we talk about programming, when we talk about coding, when we talk about STEM, parang pang lalaki lang, no? But hindi po yun totoo. Kaya since we are in the month of March, ito po yung buwan ng mga kababaihan, National Women's Month. Ayan, we will pave the way naman para sa mga kababaihan. Ayan. Then, these are the objectives po na ating tatalakayin sa hapon na ito. Okay, number 1, determine the significance of hour of code. Ayan. Maybe yung iba familiar na sa hour of code or yung iba hindi pa. Don't worry, let's make things easy here. Parang ano lang, parang dapat makasabay lahat. Hindi natin gawing komplikado. Ayan. Then number 2, navigate the hour of code app. Ayan. Marami pong mga applications for hour of code, pero ang pipiliin ko yung ano lang, simple lang po. Huwag po kayo mag-alala. Pangatlo, install offline hour of code. I know po, pag sinabing offline, patok ito sa lahat kasi may mga teachers tayo, may mga mag-aaral tayo na until now, hindi pa rin sila connected sa internet. Kung meron man, hindi naman stable. So, again, yes, maraming online resources for hour of code, pero bibigyang pansin din naman natin yung offline. Ayan. Then for number 4, finish the hour of code challenge. So kung magagawa natin ito this afternoon, makakatanggap kayo ng certificate naman of finishing that hour of code. Alright, so now I have this very commendable woman here in my slide, in the person of Malala Yousafzai. Ano po siya? Taga Pakistan. According to her, every child or every girl deserves to take part in creating the technology that will change our world and change who runs it. Bakit ba nasasabi ito ni Malala? Don't you know si Malala, muntik na siyang mapatay, okay? At Taliban shoot her last 2012 when she was just 14 years old. Kasi sa Pakistan pala, hindi pala talaga ganun ang pagbigay pagbigay bahagi ng mga kababaihan para makapag-aral. So tayo sa Pilipinas, no, we are living in a free country, we are living in a democratic country. Lahat pwede natin gawin, kahit babae tayo, we can enjoy the rights of education. Ayan. Pero sa kanila pala, hindi ganon. No? So, yun. At hindi siya tumigil kahit nangyari sa kanya yun. So, at the age of 17, last 2015, nakatanggap siya ng Nobel Peace Prize na award. Yan, no? So, very inspiring siya. Then with that, I believe, and I hope you believe also, that nowhere should teachers fear to teach. We are mandated to teach, right? And of course, children, there's nowhere for children in fearing to learn. So tayo yung mga teachers, we care, di ba? Pag sabing teachers, dapat we care. Ano ba yung care? For me, yung C stands for committed. We are committed kahit ano pa ang ating mga nararanasan, may mga challenges like ngayon, nandito tayo sa pandemic, no? Since committed tayo, I know mahirap yung internet connection, yung mga challenges natin sa LMS, napaka-challenging mo, no? Pero still, we are here. Nasa last day na tayo kasi committed po tayo, no? Then, for A naman, accountable. We are accountable. Kung ano yung ginagawa natin po, kung ano yung mga decision natin sa buhay, accountable po tayo nun. Lalo na po kung ano yung ibinigay natin o ibinahagi natin sa ating mga mag-aaral. Ayan. Then, for R naman, we are responsible. Yes, responsible po tayo with kung may ginagawa tayong isang bagay, we do it responsibly naman, di ba? Then of course, the E stands for excellent. Pag sinabing teacher, excellent worker yan. Excellent performer yan. Hindi pa dadaig yan. Mababae man o malalaki, no? Ayan. Kasi tayo yung catalyst of change. As teachers, dapat meron tayong growth mindset. Yan yung mindset na dapat nating ilalagay sa ating mga kaisipan po. Ayan. Then with that, may tanong ako dito, no? What comes to your mind when you hear the word code? Okay. Pwede niyo pong ilagay yung mga sagot niyo dyan sa comment box po ng ating YouTube channel or Facebook pages. Ayan. I know po, marami pong sumasagot. Okay. When you hear the word code, ano kaya yun? Mahirap kaya yun? Parang imposible, no? Elementary teacher ako. Kindergarten teacher ako. Grade 1 teacher ako. Aanhin ko yung code na yan. Magagamit ko ba yan? Ayan. Alright. Pag sinabi kasing coding minsan, parang pang tertiary level siya or pang senior high school or pang higher level pala. Alright. Yes, pwede din naman yon, pero we need to lay a very strong foundation sa mga kabataan po natin. Like yung reading, di ba? Basic tool of learning yon. Okay? Reading is the basic tool of learning other learning areas. So, pag hindi nakabasa yung isang bata, kung makabasa man siya pero wala namang reading comprehension, so mahirap din po yun. So, sa programming naman at coding, ito yung napakahalagang salita, yung code, which is a short of source code. Later, mas makikilala niyo pa si code. Pero may isa akong nakilalang kaibigan, ha? Alright? Napakasikat nito kasi international model siya. And the name of Carly Kloss. Sino bang nakakilala sa kanya? Si Carly Kloss ay founder ng Code with Closey. Yes. Yes, isa siyang model. Hindi siya basta-basta na model. Napakasikat niyang model. But her passion with technology brings her somewhere. Kaya nakatayo siya ng sarili niyang company. So according to her, code is a superpower that every young woman should be able to access. So ngayon, mga mahal ko pong kaguro dito sa Department of Education, kunin muna natin yung mga negative thought natin. Ahanin ko ba yung code na yan? Ahanin ko ba yung coding na yan? Hindi ko naman magagamit sa buhay yan. Hindi ko naman yan maituturo sa mga bata. So kanina sa itinuro ni Teacher May, no, yung integration, yung ICT integration. Wow, ang galing nun. Very commendable po yung mga bagay. Yung, di ba may mga stages ng ICT integration? Ayan. So, mas makilala natin yung ano ba talaga ang kahalagahan ng coding o ng basic programming. Now, what is hour of code? Okay. Of course, pag sinabing hour, very familiar yun, no? Alright. Now, 1 hour introduction to computer science to show that anybody can learn the basics. Alright? hour of code, mga mahal ko pong co-teachers, it's a 1 hour, kahit 1 hour lang, okay? As introduction to computer science to show that anybody can learn the basic. Ano po, teachers tayo, di ba? So parang built-in na sa atin yung madali tayong matuto. Kahit first time mo lang nakilala o nakita ang isang lesson, pero once nabasa mo o lalo na pag binigyan mo ng angkop na panahon, mas lalo kang matuto. Oh, dito 1 hour lang. What if you will go beyond or you will go an extra mile for that? So, mas lalo kang matututo, di ba? Ayan. So, aside from that, 1 hour of code is breaking down complex computer science concepts into fun and engaging activities. Bakit ba kailangang fun and engaging yung activities ko? Of course, kasi yung mga bata gusto nila yung nai-engage sila, bahagi sila ng lesson mo, kaysa nakaupo lang, no, nakikinig. O, lalo na sa oras na ito, pag ganito, 1 o'clock o until 3 o'clock yung klase mo, ewan ko lang, yung iba siguro matutulog na, di ba? So, kailangan, importante yung fun and engaging exercises. At si Hour of Code po, meron ito. Alright. Then, hindi basta-basta si Hour of Code kasi it's a global movement. Okay, worldwide po siya, introducing tens of millions of students worldwide to computer science. Naalala ko, first time kong pina-experience yung mga learner ko sa Mactan Elementary School. Way back 2017, naka-join na sila ng Hour of Code. Kahit yung simpleng mga kabataan lang, pero pag ipinakilala mo sa kanila yung Hour of Code, of course, naa-amaze po silang lahat. Ayan. Now, the question is, who should participate in the Hour of Code? Kailangan ba na computer teacher lang? Okay? Or yung mga bata lang na nag-major ng ICT? Or yung mga bata lang na may ICT subjects? Okay, tingnan natin ha. Who should participate in the Hour of Code? Now here, people with some, of course, pwede pag marami ka nang alam sa coding, no? Little or even for no experience, pwede po tayong lahat. Ayan, syempre ako, elementary teacher ako, no? Before, wala akong background talaga sa coding or sa programming man lang. Pero since open-minded naman po tayo, lahat po posible pag binibigyan natin ng pagkakataon ng ating mga sarili. Alright? Then, pangalawa, anyone can participate in the Hour of Code. That's why lahat po tayo, kahit nasa Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, kahit nasaan kayong sulok ng mundo ngayon, you can join the Hour of Code. Then, here, we can organize an Hour of Code event anywhere and anytime. Pwedeng-pwede po. Then, activities require no experience and can be run on browsers, tablets, and smartphones. I understand po yung ibang mga schools dyan, wala po silang enough na devices, alright? Or maybe meron lang silang limited na mga computers, okay lang din yon. Yes, pwede nga siya sa smartphones na din. Then the Hour of Code takes place every year during Computer Science Education Week. Actually, yung annual na activity ng Hour of Code, it falls on December, first or second week. Ayan, global activity. Ito, sana maka-join kayo this December. Ayan. So, since na-introduce na ito, so sana makapag-search pa kayo dyan. Marami, free lang talaga yung mga Hour of Code activities online. And the Hour of Code is organized by code.org. Ito po yung ginagamit ko at i-introduce ko sa inyo ngayon kasi free po siya. No need to sign in, no need to sign up. O pag nag-sign in ka naman, any email or account will do. Alright? Now, again, it's free and it's a public non-profit organization. Then, this Hour of Code is dedicated to expanding access to computer science in school and increasing participation by young women and students from other underrepresented groups. Alright? Alam natin ngayon yung inclusive education, no? Napaka-importante nun. Wala tayong pinipili kahit anong edad o kahit anong kasarian o kahit na anong kalagayan ng isang bata na gustong matuto. So yung Hour of Code po ay isa sa mga global event na makapagbigay chance, okay, mabibigyang chance sa yung mga bata na makagawa ng mga activities regarding computer science. Ayan. Now, this is the good news kasi ang Hour of Code is available online and offline po. Ayan. So later, uunahin ko muna yung online. Okay, we will navigate the online and pagkatapos, we will try the offline. Alright. Now, ipapakita ko lang itong mga activities ko before kasi nakikita nyo sa larawan, mga babae sila, no? Kasi ito din yung activity na we empower our girls in school. Ayan. Then, yan, I introduced coding to them. This is way back 2017 in Mactan Elementary School. At ito naman sa sa Science and Technology Education Center, yung mga bata, naka-laptop na sila kahit papano. Pero hindi siya one-on-one, parang lang, group activity, this one here, because limited yung mga devices. Pero yung collaboration naman na i-enhance po. Ayan. Next, here, ayan, yung mga activities. Then, isa ito sa pinaka magandang experience po na ibigay ko sa mga bata. When I introduced Minecraft AI for Good last year, yung sila mismo ang nakadiscover kung ano yung nakapaloob ng Hour of Code na yan. Ayan, so para siyang in connection sa DRRM. Ayan. Then, dito naman, ang setup naman na ito, yung mga bata walang devices, no? So, ang ginagawa ko, para naman maka-experience sila kahit papano, I just let them utilize my own laptop. So, since naman may projector or may TV sa classroom, so doon, kinoconnect ko at I let them experience one by one kung paano gawin yung Hour of Code. Ayan. So, kahit paano na-expose na sila. And we are so blessed naman na nakapagsalita ang ating Microsoft lead in Microsoft Education Lead ng Pilipinas po na si Miss Clarissa Gismondo sa mga kabataan ko way back 2017 pa yan. Until now, andyan siya palagi, laging sumusuporta sa mga activities na ganito. Ayan. Then here, bakit pa kailangan nating i-expose yung mga bata sa computer science? Alright. This data is from the United States of America way back 2016 pa, no? Pero kahit paano, may makukuha tayo dito. So computing jobs are the #1 source of new wages in the US. Just imagine in 2016, they are offering current openings of jobs 500,000, pero yung graduate ng computer science are only 43,000. So kailangan talagang pagsikapan ng mga kaguruan na ma-introduce naman yung mga computer science na subjects, lalo na yung STEM ngayon, yung science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Alright. Then, here, the majority of schools don't teach computer science. Do you agree? Tayo sa DepEd, from kindergarten to grade 12, since K to 12 na tayo. Okay? Do you think na ituro natin sa mga bata yung computer science? Alright? 90% of parents want their child to study computer science. Alright? Gusto nila yon. But, ito sa US to ha, since naghanap ako ng statistic dito sa Pilipinas, wala akong nakuha, kaya ito na lang ang ginamit ko, no? But only 45% of schools teach computer science. So, kung hindi man natin naituro o hindi natin na-integrate sa mga subjects natin in English, in math, in Filipino, in science, ang coding or computer science na ito, kahapon or noong unang taon or noong mga kahit naka 10 years na tayo, naka 15 years na tayo, naka 20 years na tayo, hindi pa po huli ang lahat. We can start next week kasi we will go back na sa mga sarili nating station. I know nasa ano pa rin tayo, distance learning, pero let's just encourage them kahit papano, no? Lalo na sa mga nag-online classes na mga teachers na may synchronous learning. So you can introduce this one immediately. So why there's a need for computer science? Okay? Dapat importante kasi siya. Especially for girls who code. By learning to code, you can learn how to make your favorite activities more fun with the help of computer. All right, so learning must be fun talaga, no? Now, these are the important things on what coding is all about and why we should encourage our kids for coding. First, solving problems, okay? Using their imagination. Nagagamit yung imahinasyon nila. Later po, may ipapakita ako na actual na output ng aking mga estudyante. Actually, last year, before the pandemic, I introduced them the hour of code. Okay? Then, sa hindi inaasahan, na quarantine lahat. So, yun, hindi tayo nakapasok sa paralan at nasa bahay lang. Then there, the kids are able to collaborate and create their output sa Minecraft naman. Minecraft in education. Later, ipapakita ko yung output nila. Then with that, they can work with friends. Kaya nga collaborative yung ano nila, activity nila, yung projects nila. Then, coding is also vital in enhancing creativity. Yes, yung mga ano nila, syempre like parang mga bata pa lang sila but they act as engineers, okay? They created some designs, all right? Then building critical thinking skills. Ito na po yung mga skills na napakahalaga in the 21st century learning. Ayan. Then there are a lot of hour of code tutorials. Ito, 4 lang ang ipinakita ko, pero napakarami po. And it's even in different languages talaga since global kasi yung activity, no? Example, yung Angry Birds, Minecraft. We have also the code with Anna and Elsa. Yan, meron din yan. Then Star Wars, building a galaxy with code. Yan, mga halimbawa lang yan. Pag pupunta kayo sa code.org, marami po doon. Napakarami and it's for free. Ang problema lang kasi yung mga bata, hindi sila na-guided. Kahit yung mga teachers din, hindi pa din nila nakita yung site na yon, no? Pero yes, hindi pa po huli ang lahat. Alright. Then, there are kinds of application that one can create. Ito po yung app for learning. It could be an app to solve a world issue. Or it's an app to communicate or connect with friends. Pwede yun. So kung, di ba, yung Facebook, yung Instagram, yung meron nga, yung Discord, di ba, mga ano yun, app to communicate or connect with friends. Yeah, pwede sila makagawa nun pag na-expose talaga sila sa coding or programming. And of course, gaming app. Isa din yun. Alright? Pero sana, no, yung ifo-focus muna natin ngayon, lalo na since nasa distance learning tayo, yung app for learning talaga. Ayan. Then, here. By the way, ang i-introduce ko po sa inyo na coding yung playing the hour of code with your students using Minecraft. Okay? So, when you start the hour of code, a tutorial video will play. Doon, pag na-click mo yun, later papakita ko yung site. Then the video will guide you on how to navigate and play the hour of code. Then you can go back to the videos anytime if you need more help. Pakita ko lang slides and later po magde-demo na ako, ha. Then, in Minecraft po, in code.org Minecraft, we can learn the basics of computer science. Minsan, akala natin naglalaro lang yung mga bata. Iba po yung Minecraft, ha, na kasi may Minecraft na talaga naglalaro lang mga bata. Pero yung focus natin, yung Minecraft for education. Lalo na yung hour of code na Minecraft. Ayan. So, in this afternoon's activity, okay, ang Blackly po na paraan ng pag-write ng program or codes yung gagamitin natin. So it's just a simple of drag and drop way, okay? Then, yan, may nakikita nyo dyan to move forward, place towards, turn left, or turn right. So, may ICT integration talaga, even if you're teaching English. Kahit nga ako, actually, English teacher ako, then naging MAPED teacher, naging music teacher, at naging science teacher, lahat. Pero, na-integrate ko pa rin yung hour of code kahit papano. Ayan. Then, with that visual block platforms, okay, they are a really good place to start, and they are designed to be fun and easy. I know po, napakaraming elementary school teachers na nanonood ngayon. Again, hindi lang ito sa mga babae, since I know majority ng mga teachers babae, no, pero lahat, para sa ating lahat po ito. Then, the concepts behind here are commands. Yan, makikilala nila yung commands doon. Then, yung repeat loops. And of course, the if statements. Basic lang po ito lahat, pero napaka-importante po ng mga terms na ito in learning the basic coding or basic programming. Ayan, nandito na si Minecraft, no? So, may play space po tayo. Dito yung play space. Then, sa baba, may instruction dyan. Ayan. Then, ito yung move forward, turn right, or turn left. Ito yung mga toolbox. Okay? Later, we can navigate this one. Then, ito din naman yung workspace. Ayan, doon natin i-program yung para may movement dito banda. Alright. Now, since papakita ko na lang po, kung makomplete nyo po yung Hour of Code Challenge, okay, ito yung dahilan bakit excited din yung mga bata. Kasi they can have a certificate of completion pag natapos nila po yung isang challenge. So basically sa Hour of Code, Minecraft, may 4 po doon na mga free na pwedeng gawin during Hour of Code. So yung iba, isa lang ang nire-require ko na certificate, pero yung iba, lahat ginawa na nila. Kasi sobra silang nag-enjoy. Ayan. Then, isa din ito sa example ng certificate. Sana, yung iba dyan, willing din kayong magkaroon nito after ng talk ko. Ayan. So, dito, yung main site na gagamitin natin, yung code.org. Again, po ito? Free po ito. But, yung demonstration ko, pupunta tayo dito sa code.org/Minecraft. Okay. Punta kayo doon, ha? Again, dito po sa code.org/Minecraft. Okay. Pag nandun na tayo sa site na yun, alright. Again, it's for free. You don't need to sign in. Alright. And you don't need to click create. Ayan, nandito na, no? So, ang pipiliin natin this afternoon, yung Minecraft Adventure. Okay, sana sasabay kayo sa paggawa ng Hour of Code. We will navigate the Hour of Code. So again, sa mga hindi pa nakapunta ng site, please go to code.org/Minecraft. At pipiliin natin si Minecraft Adventurer. Alright, let's go! Ayan na, si Minecraft Adventurer.
My name is Jens Bergensten, but I'm better known as Jeb. I'm the lead developer of Minecraft here at Mojang in Stockholm. I think I was 11 or maybe 12, and I started programming because I wanted to make games, and one of my father's friends told me that in order to make games, you need to learn how to program. So that's how I got started. I like designing and figuring out the architecture of things. That's what I really like about Minecraft. Over the next hour, you're going to learn the basics of computer science by programming Alex or Steve to move through a simulated piece of a Minecraft world. Traditional programming is usually in text, but today we'll use Blockly, a system which uses visual blocks that you can drag and drop to write programs. Under the hood, you're creating JavaScript code. The concepts that you'll be learning are what computer programmers use every day and are the foundation to computer science. Here at Mojang, we use these same concepts to make Minecraft work. Before you start, you'll pick your character. I'm going to choose Alex. Let's build code for a program that will help her move around the screen. Your screen is split into 3 main parts. On the left is the Minecraft play space, where your program will run. The instructions for each level are written below. This middle area is the toolbox, and each of these blocks is a command that directs Alex's actions. The white space on the right is called the workspace, and this is where we'll build our program. If we drag the Move Forward block to our workspace and then click Run, what happens? Alex moves forward 1 space on the grid. And what if we wanted to do something after she moves forward 1 space? We can add another block to our program. I'm going to choose the Turn Right block, and I'll drag it underneath my Move block until this orange line appears. Then I'll drop it, and the 2 blocks will snap together. When we press Run again, Alex will perform the commands that are stacked from top to bottom in our workspace. And if you ever want to delete a block, just drag it from the stack back to the toolbox. To undo your changes and get back to how the level started, use the Start Over button in the top right corner of the workspace. One more thing. You see the little triangle on the turn blocks? Anytime you see these triangles, it means that you can pick a different option. Let's start coding.
Hey, let's start coding. Alright, no? Ayan, so pwede na nating i-close yan. Kasi pag first time mong mag-open dyan, yung video na yun, mapapanood mo. Pwede mo naman ding i-close pag napanood mo na siya. So, in this activity now, pipiliin ko si Alex. Ayan. Alright. So, here now, may instruction dito, no? Hit run to try your program. Ito yung run. Okay? Then, dito sa taas, add a second move forward block to reach the ship. So, dito pala, ito yung indicator natin na ito yung mga tasks na dapat nating i-complete. 14 tasks po. Okay? So, this way, grabe po ang ICT integration nito. Like, for example, you're teaching English, pwede po kasi yung following direction, napaka-importante nun. Ano ba yung how to move forward, yung turn left, or turn right, mga ganon. Alright? Then, of course, sa math. Importante din kasi magbibilang ka. Ilang ulit ba ako mag-move forward? Ilang ulit ba ako mag-turn right or mag-turn left? Ayan. So, let's try, ha? Okay, yung instruction dito, add a second move forward block to reach the ship. O, ito si Alex, no? Kailan bang i-add natin na move forward para makarating siya dito sa ship? Oh, we can count the block. 1, 2. Pero isa lang yung move forward. So, let's try to have another move forward. Dapat mag-snap yung block natin, yung tool natin. Ayan. Then, after that, we will hit run. Yay! So, natapos ba natin yung task number 1? So, dito, may mababasa tayo, puzzle 1 completed. Congratulations. Then, you just wrote 2 lines of code. Don't you know, parang naglalaro ka lang o yung bata parang naglalaro lang. Pero when you show the code, ayan, meron na palang code na naisulat yung bata. Alright? So, by dragging and placing blocks in this puzzle, you've created a set of instruction in a computer language called JavaScript. So, yung programming language na ginagamit ni Minecraft is JavaScript. So this code tells computers what to display on the screen. And everything you see and do in Minecraft also starts with lines of computer code like this. So ayan, move forward, open, close parenthesis, and ayan, meron pa dyan sa baba. So pwede na nating i-close. Now, may second task na naman tayo. Okay. Now here, wood is a very important resource. Many things are made from it. So again, this is the instruction, ha. Dapat basahin mabuti ng mga bata o kung tayo man ang gagawa ng challenge na ito. So wood is very important resource. Many things are made from it. Walk to the tree and use the destroy block command to chop it down. Okay, so when run, ano ba ang idadagdag natin? Ilang step kaya dapat, be? Sino makatulong sa akin? Ilang step dapat ang gagawin ni Alex para makarating siya sa wood? Oh, isa, dalawa, o tatlo? Ilang step kaya? Isa, dalawa, o tatlo? Pwede niyong ilagay yung mga sagot niyo dyan sa comment box. Okay, let's see, dalawa. Kaya ko muna ha, dalawang forward. Then sabi dito, dapat ma-chop niya yung yung wood. Okay, lagyan natin ng destroy. Tama kaya ang ginawa ko? Let's try. Let's hit run. Oh no! Yes! Ayan, tama pala. Dalawang forward lang at isang destroy. So ayan, makakabasa naman tayo ng puzzle 2 is completed. Congratulations! And you just wrote 3 lines of code. Ayan, may total na akong 5 lines of code. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's move now to the third. Alright. Ship sharing time. Iba kung English teacher ka, you can also integrate or you can utilize the vocabulary. So, what does it mean with ship sharing? Ano ba yan? Okay, so use the share command to gather wool from both ship. May dalawang ship kasi dito. Dapat makakuha tayo ng wool out of them. Try natin ha. Ano kayang code? Dapat may 7 blocks daw tayong gagawin, no? Let's see. Okay. Let's count. Ilang forward ba to? 1, 2. Okay, try natin ha. Move forward. Another move forward. Then, let's have the shear. Then, saan pa dapat mag-turn? Para makapunta naman dito. Turn right or turn left? Go, let me try turn right. Ayan. Ilang step kaya ang gagawin niya? Let's have another 2 forward ha. Let's try. And then shear. Kasi, naka 8 blocks ako. Sabi dito, dapat 7 blocks lang. So, siguro, let's try muna, no? Okay, let's hit run. Di ba mali? Hindi ko na share yung isang ship. Bakit? Kasi sumobra yung blocks ko. Sabi dito, 7 blocks lang dapat. Wag mag-alala. Pwede mong ibalik yan. Isang move forward lang pala. Then, ayan, isang shear. Okay, reset mo. Then, run again your program. Yay! Nagawa ko yung task. Parang ganun lang siya, di ba? Ayan, with that, puzzle 3 completed. So, congratulations. Pag nabasa yan ng bata, grabe. Tatalon yun kasi happy ang learner natin. So, you just wrote 6 lines of code with that. Okay, continue muna natin, ha? Ayan. So, another task. We need to build a house before the sun goes down. Houses require a lot of wood. Diba problem solving siya? May naka-built-in na problem solving yung hour of code natin. Paano kaya ito ma-resolve ng ating mga mag-aaral? Okay, kaya nga, yung coding talaga, it develops the problem solving of our learners. So again, we need to build a house before the sun goes down. Houses require a lot of wood. So cut down all 3 trees. Paano kaya ito, no? Ayan, may naka-program na ahead for us. Pero paano? Ano kayang gagawin ko? Let's try muna. Let's play that. Ayan, may nakuha na. Pero, ayan, hanggang dyan lang siya. So, ilan bang move forward? Dagdagan natin ng 2. 1. Okay, 1. Okay, 3 siguro move forward. Then, destroy the block. Then, pag nandun na siya, turn left or turn right para makapunta siya sa kabila. Let's try turn left. Ayan. Then, 2 forward siguro. So, yung trial and error din, applicable din siya dito, no? Then, destroy blocks. So, kayo pong bahala kung anong code na ipapasok niyo dyan. Ayan. Sabi dito, 15 blocks daw. Try ko yung 14 kung gagana ba siya. Okay. Sige. Let's play. Tingnan niyo yung ano. Ayan. Diyan na siya. Oh no! Yeah. So may kulang, di ba? Alright. Sabi dito, we need to build a house before the sun goes down. May kulang yung code ko, hindi na-work. Hindi na-cut yung isang tree. Ayan, kasi sabi nga 15 blocks, pero 14 lang yung inilagay ko. Don't worry, pwede naman natin ma-edit yan. Ayan, mag-add tayo ng isang block, kasi block play yung ginagamit natin. Ayan. So, let's try again. Let's run the program. Hey, mag-work kaya ito? Yay! Yun pala ang tamang pag-program niyan. Alright, so, puzzle 4 completed. Congratulations! Okay, continue tayo ha. Ayan. Ayan, may video na naman.
I'm Lydia Winters, Moying's brand director, and we made a little game called Minecraft. My favorite thing to do in Minecraft is to explore. I love adventuring in caves and seeing what I can find. As someone who isn't a programmer, I'm really excited to go through the Minecraft lessons and actually learn some coding myself. The last level needed lots of move forward blocks. It would be easier if we could just tell the computer to perform the move forward command 4 or 5 times. Luckily for us, computers are really good at repeating commands with repeat loops. When building Minecraft, we use repeat loops to place all the initial materials for creating a new world. That's thousands and thousands of blocks. We also use loops in little ways. For example, to make Alex's feet move back and forth as she walks. Repeat loops are a powerful part of programming. Night is coming, so in the next couple of levels, we're going to build a house to stay safe. We're going to use the repeat block to do this very easily. To build a wall of our house, we can either tell Alex to move forward and place planks 4 times, or we can tell her to move forward and place 1 plank that takes this command and use the repeat block to have her perform the action multiple times. Now we'll click on the repeat block and tell her how many times we want her to perform this action. Now let's build our house before night falls. Have fun!
Alright. Okay. So kung tatapusin natin tong challenge na to, yung time po natin hindi enough, no? Kaya mga mahal ko pong kaguruan, kayo na po ang mag-explore niyan, ha? Ayan. Make sure matapos na yung 14 na challenge dyan, ayan, para makuha na yung certificate. May pa-certificate din po dyan. Self-paced lang po siya. Pwede mong ulit-ulitin, no? Walang problema. Then, pwede din kayo mag-sign in kung gusto nyo. Ayan. So, yeah. Yung iba, maybe you are thinking din naman na, hindi ko nga magagamit yan kasi yung I'm a kindergarten teacher, I'm a grade 1 teacher, parang gano'n, no? Now, pasukin natin si code.org. Ano ba yung mga lessons na pwede nating gamitin for our ICT integration? Ayan, nandito na tayo kay code.org. Ayan. Learn computer science, change the world. Ito yung makikita natin. Again, free po lahat ang mga materials dito. Ayan. May pang student, may pang educator din po. Ayan. So, marami dyan Napakarami. Pag pupunta ka sa Learn, okay, if you navigate Learn, may lesson po for grades K to 5. Ayan. Yung may pre-kinder express, kung music yung subject mo, may pa-music din dyan. Later, makikilala niyo si Scratch. With Sir Glenny. Alright. Then, aside from that, may pang K to level 5, meron din pang grade 6 to 12. Ayan, ang dami dyan. So, depende lang sa inyo kung ano yung pwede nyo magamit, ha? Again, nandito pa tayo sa online. Then, meron ding beyond K to 12. Ayan, ang daming materials po dito. Especially yung nagsisimula pa lang sa coding at programming. Then, pag pupunta naman kayo sa teach din, Ang daming resources dyan. Alright? Hindi natin mauubos yan for this afternoon. Kaya I need to proceed talaga for the next topic. Alright? So, now, remember, you can go back to code.org to explore the hour of code at any time. Wala po siyang time limit. Alright? Okay, sana po, tandaan nyo po, ito ay ilan lang sa mga site na free, pero marami pang iba. Later, magbibigay pa po ako ng mga sites din. Now, dito tayo, offline hour of code, installation and facilitation. No? Di ba ito yung patok, lalo na sa mga walang stable na internet connection. So, punta tayo dito kay code.org/Minecraft. Balik tayo dito. Okay, punta kayo dito. Again, go back to code.org/Minecraft. At tingnan nyo sa baba. Ayan, yung sa baba na part. Ito, download the offline version of Minecraft Adventure. Okay, sana nakikita nyo yung part na ito. Kung babalik naman ako sa slide ko, ayan siya. Code.org/Minecraft. Alright? Okay. But balik tayo dito kay code.org/Minecraft. So dito, download the offline version. Okay, click natin Ayan. Okay, dito po. Ito po yung makikita natin. Alright. Pero mas po dyan mas maliit. Punta dito tayo sa slide. Okay, so ito po yung mga steps. Download the installer. Saan nyo i-download yung installer? Sa code.org/Minecraft. Then, of course, you need to run the installer pag natapos na siya. Then, open the hour of code. Ayan. Then, next to that, ito na nga, download the offline version. Pag na-click nyo yan, lalabas na yung installer. Ayan. Then, make sure to choose download in English. Kasi maraming languages po si Hour of Code. More than 42 languages po. Baka yung ma-download nyo yung Chinese. Baka yung ma-download nyo yung French o yung Dutch. So, English po yung pipiliin natin. Then, click Windows 64-bit po. That's, pwede yan sa, kung may MacBook kayo, pwede din for Windows. Ayan. Then, click run the installer. Yan. Then, pakiclick na din yung create a desktop shortcut. Then, after which, click next. Okay, madali lang naman mag-install kasi may mga nababasa naman natin yung mga instruction, di ba? Then, with that, run the installer, lalabas ito like ready to install. Setup is now ready to begin installing MCE English on your computer. Ayan. Then, of course, you need to click install. Ayan. So, pwede nyo itong gawin mamaya. Alright? Doon lang naman siya. Punta lang kayo sa code.org/Minecraft. Then, sa baba lang ng page na yun, makikita na niyo yung download offline version of this activity. Then, after which, automatically close the application. Ito yung i-click ninyo. Then, number 2, click next. Kahit naman, kahit anong level natin sa teaching, kahit konti pa lang yung experience natin, still, marunong tayo mag-install ng mga ganito, kahit papaano, no? Or, yung mga I know may mga teachers talaga na may mga puso na nagvo-volunteer to assist their fellow teachers, yung mga ICT coordinators natin. We're so grateful po sa inyong lahat. Ayan. Then after that, may nakikita kayong installing. Please wait while setup installs MCE English on your computer. Ayan. Of course, patience is a virtue, kaya dapat maghintay-hintay tayo. Ayan, hindi naman pwedeng pag-click mo ng install, lalabas agad o matatapos agad. May waiting time yan. Kasi po, quality learning or quality of something takes time. Ayan. So, kailangan talaga ng panahon. Para, iba yung prutas, mas masarap siya pag hinog siya sa, pag hinog siya sa puno. Ayan. Then, after that, run the installer, completing the MCE English setup wizard. So, click mo lang yung finish. Ayan, matatapos na din yan. Ayan, pwede nyo nang i-open ang hour of code ninyo. Sa desktop po, yun makikita. Or minsan, nandun sa program ninyo. So, I hope you will navigate more since limited kasi yung time ko. Pasensya na po. Ayan. Then, for more details naman po, meron din po tayong makukuha na mga hour of code activities via education.minecraft.net. Okay, then you can click there, start coding. Ang dami pong materials dyan. At di ba yung tayo, lahat ng teachers, binigyan tayo ng license ng Microsoft 365. Grabe, DepEd paid for us. Hindi lang Microsoft 365, meron na din tayong G Suite na mga account. Grabe si DepEd, no? Lahat ginawa nila para ma-providean tayo, para kahit papaano, no, magiging easy yung mga task natin sa school para isusulong talaga natin ang edukalidad para sa kabataan at sa ating lahat ng kaguruan. Ayan. So, i-visit nyo lang yung yung mga applications sa Microsoft 365 account nyo. Doon, nai-enjoy yun hindi ko lang nai-enjoy, kahit yung mga bata ko kasi may mga 365 accounts na din yung mga bata natin. Yung iba, parating po yun. Siguro kung wala pa, darating din yun. Pero yung meron na, gaya ng mga grade 6 students ko, meron na silang account, kaya na-enjoy nila yung Minecraft for Education. Ayan. So, ito po yung isa sa output po ng student ko. Ipapakita ko lang. Kahit man lang, para ma-inspire man lang kahit paano, no, kaya palang gawin ito ng mga grade 5 student. Actually, output nila ito after the hour of code. So, yung na-introduce ko yung hour of code, they explore. At ito yung naging output nila. At pinilo ko ito kasi isa sa designer nito ay babae. Actually, 3 sila na nagtutulungan. They collaborate with each other. Flex ko lang yung isa, si Daniel Dungog, nasa Canada na, but still, they're still working in this project. Ayan. So, please watch the video.
Good morning, Teacher Bilin. Good morning, classmates. Today, I'll be showing you my collaborative work along with my classmates, Elijah, Daniel. Together in this Minecraft world, we built our own city, which we like to call it Winland. Over here is our bridge that we made connecting Winland. And over here, we made our own flag for Winland. To the right, we have our own potato farm.
RPG.
And Elijah made a bank where you can register.
Okay.
There is a hospital that me, Elijah, and Daniel made. The main reception. Put our hospital beds. the third floor is like a cafeteria area for those who get hungry. And up here, we made a therapy room. Back to where we are. Over here is a little barn that I created a few weeks ago. Up here is a bed, some hay bales and barrels. And over here is a train station that Elijah made. And over here looks like a house, but actually this isn't just a house. This actually leads to an underground hotel that we built beneath it.
Is that an underwater hotel?
It's an underground hotel, teacher.
Amazing.
And over here we built a little fast food area, and we like to call it Liam's. And upstairs are some of the rooms that we created for the hotel. One of the rooms that I decorated, and the bathroom. And this room is another room that Elijah also designed. As you can see, we went for different themes on each room. This room has a modern design, while mine has more of an old classic design. Unfortunately, we haven't decorated some other rooms yet. Still working on it.
Good enough, Danielle.
This is our main reception room.
Like lab, so on and so forth. Yeah. Especially next week. Amazing. Not the train. So how do you call this one?
Minecraft station.
Minecart. Okay. So instead,
Ayan. So, that's the output of my learner utilizing the Minecraft for education. I just introduced them the hour of code, but they go beyond. But of course, I open their eyes that since you have that 365 account, please maximize the use of that because Minecraft Education Edition is built in there.
I think it's really
Okay. Now, here, for us teachers, in the Minecraft Education Edition, right? So remote learning with Minecraft is also available there. So all we have to do is to explore, all right? Kung hindi man natin kakayanin pa, may mga activities sa code.org na mga ano lang talaga basic, kay basic lang po. Ayan. Then ito po yung iba pang mga sites na pwede po nating pagkukunan ng mga resources. These are websites that offers learning opportunities for coding. And what's best thing with this is that it is free, all right? Free. So all you need to do is to create an account. So, kahit nga sa code.org, hindi mo kailangan ng account eh. So yung ibang mga site, kailangan mag-sign in ka o mag-sign up ka. So nasa iyo kung ano yung gagamitin mo. Alright? Now here, paalala lang po ha, mga kaguruan ko, game-based learning. Okay? When we talk about game-based learning po, we are not trying, or I am not trying to turn your students into gamers. Okay? Take note po. I'm not turning your students or children into gamers. Kasi nga, kahit nga ngayon, kahit less than 2-year-old na bata, marunong nang gumamit ng device nila, marunong nang gumamit ng cellphone, iPad, computers na naglalaro lang. It's not educational at all, di ba? So why not encourage them to utilize that available resources that we are having for them to learn? Let's utilize ICT productively and of course, positively. Yun yung dapat na goal natin. Gagamitin natin yung ICT resources productively and positively. So, the positive use of ICT, naka-built-in yun sa mga KRA natin, di ba? Sa IPCRF natin, sa RPMS natin, di ba? So, with that, let's turn your gamers, kasi nga kahit ano pa yan, mga gamer na yung mga bata, mga digital natives na yan eh. Let's turn your gamers into students. And hour of code is the best way in making their time productive. Yeah, so tayo yung mga tao na mahalaga sa buhay ng mga bata natin, no? Kung magulang ka man, guro ka man, tayo yung catalyst po ng change at yung catalyst po na matuto pa ang ating kabataan, lalo na sa mga bagay na makakatulong sa kanila for their future career path. Ayan. So, I'm so grateful na sa division namin sa Lapu-Lapu City po, yung ITO po namin dati, si Sir Donald Dongo, nag-migrate na kasi sila sa Canada. Siya po yung person behind na nagkaroon ng DepEd Lapu-Lapu City Coders, na party po ako. So, it's an offline module application. So, yung modules namin nasa devices na ng mga bata. Bakit ko ba ito sinali? Kasi, imagine, yung mga teachers na yan, hindi naman talaga mga programmers yan eh. Hindi sila coders, hindi ako coder, hindi ako programmer by by blood o kahit man lang sa natapos ko, di ba? But yung ITO namin, malaki po yung tiwala niya na kaya niya kaming gabayan para matuto kaming maging isang coder. In just 3 days, nagkaroon po ng offline module app for first quarter, and another 3 days, si Sir Jonathan naman yung pumalit kay Sir Donald, at nagkaroon naman kami ng offline module app for second quarter. Ayan. So, kaya ang akin lang, bakit ko ito sinali again? Kasi, yung mga teachers kasi nasa mindset natin, bakit ba ako magkakaroon ng interest sa coding? Hindi naman ako inclined dyan. Hindi nga ako marunong. Pero pag nagbigay tayo ng time, open-minded tayo, walang imposible po. Lahat po kayang gawin ng isang teacher kasi nga, we care, di ba? We are committed, we're accountable, we're responsible, and we are excellent teachers. Ayan, let's claim that. So I will end my talk this afternoon with this text in the Bible from Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Kasi ba, di ba yung master teacher ng lahat? si Jesus Christ yon. Kaya walang imposible pag naniniwala tayo at gagabayan tayo ng may kapal. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Ruby. Nakakamaha na we can code using different apps at lalo itong Minecraft. Kasi, Ma'am Ruby, no, to be honest, I thought yung Minecraft na po is just a game that many children are so into. So, pwede pa lang gamitin yung app or yung Minecraft, no, for this one.
Yes, and definitely, teachers medyo siguro na-overwhelm tayo because when we say code, ang naiintindihan po natin is we are talking about the computer language, but definitely, you know what, kailangan po talaga natin i-improve ang sarili natin and we have to learn gamification because our youth is actually into games, diba?
Yes. At alam naman natin, no, na ang dami-daming games na available ngayon. At maganda rin na we are considering to pick our students' interest using what they like. And what our students like the most right now is yung mga games.
Yes, kaya naman, I think we're going to give you questions, Ma'am Rubeline. Okay lang po ba?
Yes po.
Ayan, okay. So we will be giving you 5 questions regarding with your talk, and the question is coming from our teachers nationwide. Ayan. So let's now proceed to the first question. The question from Ma'am Karin P. Maitong of Argawanon Integrated School, Cebu Province. So what is the impact of applying hour of code in school activities?
Wow, napakagandang tanong po, Ma'am Karin Maitong. Kasi nga, di ba, I just introduced Hour of Code po sa grade 4 student ko, yung hindi pa nagka-pandemic. Then, nagkataon na nagka-pandemic, yun pala, ginawa nilang gabay yun para ma-discover pa more yung mga Hour of Code na mga activities at kahit nasa bahay lang ako, nasa bahay sila kasi din po ako kasi gumawa ako ng parang summer classes na din kaya yung mga bata nagkaroon ng initiative na gumawa ng design using Minecraft for Education Edition. Kaya yung pinakita ko kanina, ma'am, yun yung pinakamalaking impact po. Just imagine, lang sila 10 years old pero nakakagawa na sila ng designs. Just imagine, sino bang nakakaisip na magkaroon ng hotel underground, 'di ba? Ang laking impact po nun. Kahit yung yung train nila, yun pala. Kaya ko, it's not a train station kasi walang train. Okay, Minecraft, something like that. Parang ganun. So yung impact talaga, yung mga bata na yung critical thinking nila na di-develop. So parang nasa na sila, they're taking courses in design. Parang little engineer. So, yun po yung impact po. Sana nasagot ko yung tanong mo, Ma'am Karin.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Now we will go on to our next question. And the second question came from Ma'am Rachel Cabardo of Hugan Elementary School, Cebu Province. And the question is it really important for young learners or learners in the lower years to learn this, especially in the public school?
Yes, for me, since empowered teacher po tayo, at yung ICT integration naman, part din po ng natin yon, KRA din po. So, it's a great foundation po na maituro na yung basic of computer programming kahit nasa kindergarten man sila o kahit nasa grade 1 pa. So, kung may strong foundation kasi yung isang bata, sure po ako na when they grow up, solid po yung nila, kaalaman po nila. Ayan. Thank you, Ma'am Rachel. Thank you for that. Kabardo po ako, ma'am. Baka tayo, relative.
Yes, and you know what? In addition to that, Teacher Rubeline, as
Yes.
we can see naman how the education system improves, definitely, siguro yung mga students natin ngayon who are into gamification, pag once na sila na yung naging teacher, definitely talagang mag-i-improve ang education system natin kasi nakikita naman natin na itong mga batang to, sila naman yung gagawa ng another innovation when it comes to the education system.
And in addition to that, sir, the coding actually teaches our students crucial skills also like sinabi natin 21st century skills like problem solving. Ito yung mga inherent at hindi direct skills na mautunan ng bata sa coding. Kasi hindi naman dapat talaga na directly, no? Pero they can do some things na parang naglalaro lang or naaalala yung bata. Pero these tools, no, may naituturong pang 21st century skill.
Yes, tama. So that's, well, actually, we'll proceed to the next question. Yan. Okay, I think this is the same question with...
Yes.
Okay, so we have the same person na nagpadala po ng question. From Ma'am Karin P. Maitong of Argawanon Integrated School, Cebu Province. So how can an hour of code affect teachers' teaching abilities and students' learning abilities?
Okay, when it comes po to teachers' teaching abilities po, kasi pag 21st century teacher ka po, hahanap ka talaga ng mga tools na pang ICT integration po. Pag sinabi po nating ICT integration kasi hindi lang yung si teacher ay nag-manipulate ng devices, hindi lang tayo yung nagpe-present, ba yung mga bata mismo, sila po yun ang nagha-hands-on. In fact nga, minsan maganda pa yung mga output ng mga bata eh. In fact, pag ganun yung learning na nakuha ng isang bata, mas mag-i-improve pa yung student learning abilities niya kasi exposed na nga siya sa mga maraming bagay since lahat ng mga resources ngayon kadalasan nasa internet na, di ba? So yung studying skills nila na di-develop, yung mga initiative nila, yung critical thinking skills nila kasi vital po ang lahat na skills na yon when it comes to student learning, yung critical thinking skills. So as a teacher naman, dapat talaga yung teaching with technology mas ma-master pa po natin. Kasi nga 'di ba, yung I believe kasi yung tayo mga teacher nag-i-ignite lang tayo eh. And with that, kung na-ignite natin yung mga learners natin po, lalo na pag we let them or we allow them to collaborate. Kasi we believe naman 2 or 3 heads are better than 1. So with that, may transformation po talaga sa kanilang learning abilities. Ayan. At applicable lang siya. Of course, yung computational thinking skills, no? Di ba, Sir Jeff? Ang galing nun.
Yes. But actually, minsan kasi inisip natin when it comes to gamification, parang mahirap din siyang i-connect ma'am sa teaching strategies talaga natin. But definitely, you know what? Kapag gamification po yung ginagamit natin, nade-develop din natin yung art of questioning natin na nagiging hacks. Kasi ang mga bata, nilalagay natin sa mga situations na pwede nilang ma-encounter sa games, di ba? So, yun.
So I think we will now be proceeding to our fourth question. And the fourth question is from Ana Weli El Bakar of Commonwealth High School SPO Quezon City. The question is, how can online and offline students collaborate their codes in code.org since they are using different environments? Thank you.
Okay. So, alam naman natin ngayon, nasa pandemic tayo, no? Hindi lahat nakaka-access ng mga materials online kasi nga walang devices, walang internet yung iba. So, again, depende pa rin po sa teacher support, lalo lang po ng parent support po. Kaya ngayon, very vital talaga yung katuwang natin sa pagsulong ng edukalidad sa panahon ng pandemya, yung mga parents natin. I know naman yung iba, ang maganda kasi sa code.org kasi pwede siya sa mobile devices, pwede siya sa smartphone. So kahit papaano yung mga parents ngayon, meron naman silang cellphone na pwede ma-connect sa internet. Siguro pag uwi nila galing sa trabaho or kung may time sila for their child, pa-try naman, I will try the code.org, parang ganun. Kung sa offline naman, kailangan talaga yung laptop naman or yung desktop. So ayan, may mga limitations din. Pero patuloy po tayong maniniwala, mga kasama ko pong kaguruan ng DepEd. Mahirap man o may limitasyon man, pero may mga bata naman na nakaka-avail ng mga resources na to. So, as of now, focus muna tayo kung sino yung may available na resources, then hahanapan natin ng paraan yung mga wala pa. Positive pa rin tayo. Maybe not now, but maybe in the next day, next month, or in the near future. Ayan po.
Thank you, Ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, Ma'am Rubilin. I think we will now be having the last question.
Okay, so our last question is from Jose Erwin Magan Ubaldo of EY MNHS Danao City. How does coding relevant to the learnings of our students and how it is related to our MELC competencies?
Okay, very nice question po. Kasi nga pag nagtuturo tayo, di ba, dapat naka-align siya sa MELC, yung most essential learning competencies natin, di ba? So yun, in my end, like for example, I'm a science teacher. So yung lesson ko is motion. For example, in a grade 5 class, may motion na topic. So doon, na-integrate ko yung hour of code kasi nga, di ba, may movement siya from one place to another. Alright, kung English naman, meron din yung following instruction or following direction. Ayan, yung kailan ka dapat, ilan ba dapat ang i-complete mo na task. Yung pinakita ko kanina, importante din yun sa coding, no? Dapat makasunod kung may instruction man. Kung wala namang instruction, ayan, yung bata talaga na nakakagamit siya ng kanyang critical thinking so at computational thinking skills po. Then, kung for example, kung sa ano naman, sa competencies naman for math, ang dami nun eh. Ang dami talagang pwedeng paggamitan. Yung how many times ka dapat mag-move forward, ilang ulit ka dapat mag-turn right, or kung ano mang pwedeng gawin. So, ayan, I know naman po, hindi madali sa iba, lalo na yung may mga limitations po sa ating mga devices, pero kung maniniwala po tayo na magiging bahagi po tayo and making a difference one child at a time or making a difference one day at a time, lalo na ngayon, marami na tayong OER na mga resources. So we are so grateful na din sa Educational Technology Unit. Sobra po silang busy para maituro sa atin ay yung mga tools na pwedeng gamitin offline, lalo na yung offline, para ma-enjoy naman ng mga batang walang internet connection ang mga tools na yon. Ayan.
Yes, ma'am. And actually, in addition to that, no, you know what, coding po is not specifically for the PLE or ICT lang. Hindi siya for that. Actually po, pwede natin siyang gamitin and i-relate sa iba-iba pong mga subjects natin. It's across learning areas. It's just on how you're going to apply it. And actually, coding is more on logical thinking, di ba? So meron po tayong ino-offer dun sa ating OER. So meron po tayong Blockly offline. Ayan.
Yes.
So that is BLOCKLY, Blockly. So pwede nyo po yan gamitin para po matutunan ninyo po mag-coding. And you know what? Kasi ako natuturo din ako ng coding, pero it's web page designing. So yun yung tinuturo ko sa mga students ko. And merong video kasi doon na pinapanood namin and sinabi doon na you really don't have to be a genius in order for you to learn a code. Kasi katulad nga, di ba, ng story ni Mark Zuckerberg, if you can still remember, nung kinocode pa lang na yung Facebook, di ba? Meron siyang mga group of friends na yun lang talaga yung nakasama niya na ginawa nila yung Facebook. And nakita naman natin ngayon kung gaano kayaman si Mark Zuckerberg. Because definitely yung codings po kasi natin is our step in order for us to create something new. Kaya po, as much as possible, ino-offer po namin sa inyo in a way na hindi kayo matatakot into codings.
And how Ma'am Rubilin presented code, hindi naman talaga siya nakaka-discourage, no? Talagang she opened gateways for us to know more things about coding. And we may use it in our classroom.
Yes, kaya nga po sa ibang bansa, as early as grade 1, grade 2,
Yes.
nag-aaral na silang mag-code.
And some schools, lalo sa mga private organizations, I believe, as early as elementary, may na-introduce sa kanilang mga blogging applications, such as Scratch.
Yes. And with that, thank you very much, Teacher Rubilin. I know na marami pong natutunan na ating mga teachers nationwide. And with that, we would like to congratulate you. And we also would like to remind teachers that we're going to have the evaluation so that your code will be posted later. And we will proceed to our next speaker. Congratulations, Teacher Ruby. Thank you very much.
Okay, so without further ado, we will be presenting our second speaker for the PM session. Our second presenter for today is one of the EdTech specialists of the ICTS EdTech unit from the division of Lapu-Lapu City, Region 7, Central Visayas. He has always been a sought-after speaker in the division, regional, and national trainings and workshops on ICT literacy, teaching with technology, Office 365 empowerment, and remote teaching and learning, especially during this time of pandemic for teaching and non-teaching personnel. With hard work, he achieves great things in the field of ICT integration. He always tries his best to learn the different platforms, and because of perseverance, he is able to not only learn but also to share to other teachers what he knows. An achiever himself, he has the following accomplishments. He won the following: first, Best Research Display during the first Regional Research Summit in 2018. Second, Best ICT Innovation for Governance during the first Regional ICT Summit in 2017. He authored the ICT Learning Action Set, or ICT LAC activity cards, published in DepEd LRMDS in 2018. He also wrote on energy education flashcards in 2017, on One Meralco Foundation and Coalition for article on the news, and published an article in the national news about why teacher has to use technology.
He is the designer and developer of the offline module cell phone application in his division and published an action research funded by the Basic Education Research Fund for BIRF entitled Group Tutoring Using Web-Based Application as Remedial Approach. The author of research paper in international conferences like in MELTA or the Malaysian English Language Teaching Association, Sir Glenn presented this in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in 2015. He was recognized as the most outstanding junior high school teacher in Region 7 in 2018. Most outstanding junior high school teacher in Lapu-Lapu City Division in 2018 also. Best research display during the first Regional Research Summit in 2018. He is the Philippine representative in the APEC Education Forum through DepEd International Cooperation Office in Seoul, South Korea via Zoom in 2020, and in the World Robot Olympiad Friendship Invitational in 2018. Ulirang Guro ng Visayas and Ulirang Guro ng Region 7 by Manila Teachers Association in 2017. Most outstanding and innovative teacher during the first Mega Cebu Teachers Competition in 2014 by DepEd, Coalition for Better Education or CBE, and Aboitiz Foundation or RAPI. He achieves the following under the Microsoft and Google programs: Microsoft Innovative Educator, Master Trainer, and Google Certified Educator, Microsoft Certified Educator or MCE, Microsoft Education Ambassador or MEA, and Microsoft Innovative Education Expert and Fellow, MIEE and MIEEF. He is a Microsoft Ambassador of the Philippines and a Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert Philippine Representative to Educators Exchange, Budapest in Hungary in 2016. He completed his master's degree at the University of the Philippines, Cebu, in 2017. For more than 11 years, his teaching principle is he never minds if success doesn't always translate into financial rewards, but invariably satisfies his needs to impart his wisdom to others for the glory of God, who is his Lord and personal Savior, the greatest master teacher of all. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present to you Sir Glenny Dapping.
Hi, Sir Glenn. Hi,
Hello
Sir Glenn.
po. Hi, Ma'am May and Sir Jeff. Naririnig po ba ako?
Yes po, loud and clear. You may
Thank you so
start
much, Sir
now, sir.
Jeff. Thank you, Ma'am May, for that God-glorifying introduction. I am so blessed to be here and to be part of history. The very first virtual INSET, a national virtual INSET. We are now at the last topic. I know that. That's why we're very excited for our certificate of recognition. However, as they say, save the best for last. Of course, I will grab this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to our, of course, number one, to our Almighty God, who is in His amazing grace have made all things beautiful in His time. So I would like to shout out to all the teachers and to all the very, very supportive DepEd officials in Region 7, headed by Regional Director Dr. Salustiano T. Jimenez. Especially to all the teachers in the division of Lapu-Lapu City, headed by Dr. Wilfreda D. Bungalos, and especially to all the teachers in District 2, headed by Mrs. Charina Ritzko Sagarino. And of course, the most awaited, my school head, to all my beloved Punta Engaño High School teachers, headed by Dr. Rena G. Sagarino, and Punta Engaño Elementary School, headed by Mrs. Annalyn Malingin. Hi, ma'am, and hi, sirs. I know that you are so very excited this time. So there they are. Thank you so much for your support for ETU and for this National Virtual INSET. And of course, to our DepEd Lapu-Lapu City Division's teams casters, DepEd Lapu-Lapu City coders, and the DepEd LLC Office 365 Rangers. Oh, ayan na guys, na-shout out ko na kayo, alright? At this time also, my OMF family. So, I made this slide so that para wala akong maiwan. So, Sir Anaklito, andito ka na, wag ka na malungkot. Alright, so, and everybody, no, the OMF campers, teachers, the CBE, the GFT teachers, headed by Mrs. Lucci and Sir Jeff Tarayaw. And of course, my beloved wife and daughter. Thank you so much for praying and for the support that you have given to me until this time. Afternoon is the interactive learning materials using Scratch animation. So, ang dami pang gustong magpapa-shoutout, but my time is limited, guys. However, later during the hands-on, I think I can have the time. All right? So, I think half of my presentation is shoutout. All right. Kasi light na lang yung topic ko. This is just somehow like basic application on Scratch, because I will not go further anymore on the explanation part, why it's important to know about coding, because it was mentioned already by Dr. Robelin Pastrano about the hour of code. Then we will make a differentiation later on, the difference between the hour of code and the Scratch animation. All right. So objectives for this afternoon: number one, Scratch animation. Number two, create a Scratch account. And number three, code a sample animation. Let's watch this video first.
You can make your own stories, games, and animations. Let's start by grabbing a move block. We can click the block to run it. There are many other blocks to choose from. Check out the different categories. Let's go to the sound category and grab a play sound until done block. I'll snap this onto our move block. When do we want these code blocks to run? Add an event block on top to start the code. I'll add the when green flag clicked block. You can easily reorder or delete these blocks at any time. Add as many characters as you want to your project and code each one. Check out the tutorials page for ideas and inspiration.
So there you go. This is the logo. If you're going to search this one, of course, Scratch is a block-based visual programming language, same as Hour of Code, Minecraft Hour of Code. So this is a block-based visual programming language. So ito po yung mukha niya, kagaya ng nakita ninyo kanina sa Hour of Code. Okay, so Hour of Code. So ito yung sequence. Katandaan lang po para sa mga nagtatanong kanina, saan ba gagamitin yung Hour of Code? Yes, no? Parang nababox kayo, parang nahihirapan kayo na, okay, kailangan ba talaga? Yes, because these are the basic, parang kagaya ni Ma'am Ruby, di naman ako IT graduate, pero I know programming because I started with Hour of Code. At yung Hour of Code po, ito, we learned this earlier, it is more on a ready-made activities. So ready-made ng activity niya, you will not, parang your creativity is not really expressed totally because you are boxed by the challenges. Pero maganda yon dahil that's a starting point. Next po, ito yung tinatawag nating Scratch animation. So Scratch, it is our topic today. So it is more on creation and designing this time. So this time you will go out of the box. Why? Because you will create. All right? The limitation only is your imagination. And then we have the next in line after Scratch is the robotics. And we have in ETU, we have this webinar on robotics po. So it is more on the simulation in the real life application. And we are so blessed in Lapu-Lapu City Division also, we have a one robotic kit in every school, sponsored by our local government unit. And we are so thankful again for our the headmaster of this, or the proponent of this robotics. We have Sir Donald Dongog and of course Sir Jonathan Cartilia. Hi, Sir Jo. Hi, Sir Donald. All right, so when you are using Scratch, you are learning the following. So take note, you are learning animation, of course. Next, programming, of course, and design. Now, this is now the difference between code, Hour of Code, and Scratch animation. All right, so there you go. I will not forget. I will not fail to mention the person behind my skill. That's why I was able to learn Scratch animation. Shout out to you, Mr. Royden Rosiana, our DICT of Region 7. Hi, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise during our training, the Functional Interactive Learning Material Project Film, last June 28 to 30, 2018. Of course, shout out also to my previous principal, Ma'am Angelita Pagubo, Ma'am Ninette Rafaela, Ma'am Elia Humauas, and Ma'am Istoya. Hi, Ma'am Luz. All right, there you go, guys. Pa-insert na lang. All right, so my journey with Scratch, Sir Royden, I know you are listening right now, and you are watching right now. I've been to training the writers of the kinder, storybook writers or big book writers, on how that they can use animation in their materials po. So I have been invited to the division to train these teachers who are not coders or IT to integrate Scratch in their creation of learning materials, and as well as in our school, of course, the Punta Engaño High School. Hi, PHS teachers. No, you are enjoying this, guys. Look at that video. you're enjoying during our last session. I know that one, last 2020, just last 2020, March 8th, 1 year ago, I posted it there in Facebook. The teacher can become content developer using Scratch animation software, which is a good platform for instructional materials for the DepEd Learning Resources or LR portal. Special thanks, of course, again to Mr. Royden Rosiana, the ICT Director of Region 7, for being so passionate in sharing his knowledge and expertise in this software way back 2018. So digital fluency, hashtag 21st century, teacher, hashtag teacher animator, teacher programmer, advocacy. So they have a taste, not really the full-fledged programmer or animator, but they have that taste, no? How it feels to program, how it feels to create your content. All right. So especially right now in pandemic, and I was able to demonstrate this one. I have a national demonstration, of course, with participation from the International Cooperation Office with Ma'am Margie Ballesteros during our workshop with APEC. I was able to participate in the demonstration, and of course, I use Scratch animation. And also in the school. So, may nagtatanong kanina kay Dr. Pastrano about where can we use our code? Kailangan ba talagang i-insert? No, one of the rule, the first rule in ICT integration is this. Number one, you have first to consider the objective or yung melt. Yun nga, very important, consider the melt. Second, okay, number one is competency. Number two, technology. Alright? So, wag mo nang mag-isip kung anong technology ang gagamitin. Isipin mo na kung ano yung goal, ano yung competency na dapat i-address. Like for example, in my demonstration in the division-wide INSET, it was covered through video recording, and then they showed that one in every district. This one is my video Scratch animation lesson. My topic is on the Philippine folk literature. All right, grade 7. So introducing yourself with your favorite folk speech or salawikain. All right. So we can apply Scratch in that area also. No? And then you're going to create the code, the simple, basic steps in creating a program or presentation, then illustrating the voice levels and speech patterns. Because in Scratch, you can record your voice, and even you can upload and change the character or sprite as your self. So yourself will be the one to be animated. All right. So, but due to the limited time, right now we cannot demonstrate that one. But I will give you the basic. Of course, I will also give you the link later for this one. So there you go. So this is during my demonstration, and we have rubrics also for Scratch projects. All right. So these are the outputs of my students during my school teaching demonstration. And accordingly, it was said that Scratch is a programming for all. Kung sinabi ni Dr. Pastrano kanina that yung R of code is the programming for women, may part doon na for women. This one po, Scratch, is for all ages. And it has been called the YouTube of interactive media. Meron po siyang ganito. At sabi pa nga, later, ito yung mga, kung sa YouTube, ito yung mga videos. Pero sa Scratch, ito yung mga animation na gawa ng mga bata. Again, I said, bata, maniwala kayo sa hindi. Alright, so, I will read this line for you. It has become commonplace to refer to young people as digital natives, right? Due to their apparent fluency with digital technologies. Yan, sinasabi na natin, yes, our kids right now are the digital natives. No doubt about that. Indeed, many young people are very comfortable sending text messages, playing online games. Isa na doon, anak ko. and browsing the web. But, hindi ibig sabihin, alam na nila mag-browse sa web, mag-send ng messages at maglaro online that they are already fluent with new technologies. It does not really make them fluent with new technologies. Bakit, sir? Kailan ba natin masasabing fluent yung isang bata sa paggamit ng technology? Though they interact with digital media all the time, pakinggan niyo po to, few, konti lang po, are able to create, the word is create, their own games, animations, or simulations. Yon. So, few are able to create their own games, animations, or simulations. It's as if they can read but not write. Tulad nito. Ito yung parang short, yung summary ng sinabi ko. Digital, sabi dyan, as we see it, digital fluency requires not just the ability to chat, browse, and interact, but also the ability to design, create, and invent with new media. As my daughter did in her project during pandemic. Papanoorin ko po kayo sa ginawa ng anak ko. Ito po.
Alright. This time, this will be cool.
Yan yung daughter ko. That was during pandemic po. Tinuturoan ko siyang mag-code. Yon. Alam na niya kung paano mag-code. Kung alam niya, malalaman nyo rin yan at matutunan nyo rin yung coding for all ages. Yon, yung isa. Yung expression niya, tingnan nyo, pakinggan nyo.
Alright.
That's easy.
Yon, naglalaro, gumagawa siya ng game. Ito yung parang Flappy Bird. Yon. Yeah, he's going to catch as many hearts as possible.
24.
Yon.
Okay.
Oh. Sir Kojak Ibanyo, shout out. Daming nagtitext magpa-shout out, bro.
No, you can do it.
Alright, so
You want to make a game?
so
like
walang
that?
magawa ang mga bata during pandemic,
I can teach you.
naka-quarantine sila. Ito yung sinabi ko sa post ko sa Facebook. One of the benefits of home quarantine, sabi dito, is the ample time you can spend with your children. I am taking advantage of maximizing this time in teaching my daughter the science behind mobile and computer game. Yes, like Flappy Bird. In collaboration with, ito kasing Scratch, developed in collaboration with Cartoon Network. So, meron talaga siyang malaking potential to teach our kids the basic of, or the science behind those things. Right? So, she enjoys not just by playing the game. Ito, maganda to. Because she created or coded or programmed, but also the process of creating them using code blocks. Ito yung ginamit kanina ni Dr. Robel in code blocks of Scratch animation software. Yes, you can teach your children animation as easy as 1, 2, 3, or A, B, C. Just go to this website. Mamaya, pupuntahan natin yan. And of course, you can download the offline installer. Yes, you heard it right. It is offline and free. Introduce already the STEAM, Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics at young age. So again po, ulitin ko lang. Yes, you heard it right. It is for free and it has offline version. Later at the end of my presentation, huwag kayong kukurap. Sana naman, wag kayong kukurap mamaya. I will show you the link of the offline installer with video tutorial on how to install it. Kasi ginawa ng anak ko, walang internet. Alam ko may magtatanong, sir, online yan, mahirap. Okay, may sagot na naman tayo dito. May offline tayo. May offline version yung Scratch animation. Nakagandahan, yung ginagawa mong animation, you can convert that one into video. Wow. No? So you can create animation, story, and many more, or projects. Alright? So your creativity will be top, or yung creativity ng mga anak natin. Oh, handa na ba kayo? Alright, handa na ba kayo? Andito na pala tayo. Alright, so ihanda ang mga laptop. Ilapag muna yung mga class record. Ilapag muna yung mga ginagawa dyan. So, ihanda ang laptop at sumunod tayo dito sa step-by-step procedure kung paano. Ito yung second po, objective na mag-create tayo ng account. Tapos na tayo ipakilala si Scratch. Ngayon, mag-create tayo ng account. Sabay-sabay tayo. Alright, so again, punta tayo sa scratch.mit.edu. Again, nasa ibaba, scratch.mit. Type lang po sa browser, scratch.mit.edu. MIT stands for, nalimutan ko yung, it's a place po, no? It's MIT. Sige po, puntahan nyo yung site. Andito siya. Makikita nyo sa browser. Type lang dyan. Type in your browser, scratch.mit.edu. Pa-shoutout daw yung yung magaling natin na guro na OICESDS na ngayon sa Danao City Division. Sir Livy Barazon. Sir Livy Barazon, good afternoon, sir. And thank you for watching together with your teachers in Division of Danao City. All right, so scratch.mit.edu. Okay. Andyan na ba lahat? All right, sunod. Next step po. Pag nandyan na tayo, yun. Click po to yung Join Scratch. Yan, click mo na yung Join Scratch. Bigyan mo kayo ng time. Alam ko, you need time. Dito yan, nag-message yung aking isa sa mga mentor ko sa Alcob. Best teacher po, no? Internationally acclaimed. Sir Hill. Sir Jalor po, good afternoon. Principal po ng Balara, SDO Quezon City. SDS na pinapa-shoutout niya si Ma'am Jeneline Corpus. Good afternoon, Ma'am Jeneline Corpus. Pinapa-shoutout po kayo ni Sir Gilor of Balara National High School. Thank you for inviting me last time, sir, to speak in your division. All right. Na-click nyo na yung Join Scratch. Ito yung makikita nyo after. Yon. Meron kayong makikitang paglalagyan ng inyong username and password. You are going to create, number 3, create a username. Not necessarily yung name. You're welcome, sir. Not necessarily yung name, but you can use any username at gawa kayo ng password. Alright? Gawa kayo ng password. Nakagawa na ba? Sige, hindi ka kayo mamadaliin kasi kailangan nating dahan-dahanin yung ating gawa ng account. Very important po yung process na ito. Kasi pag maiiwan kayo, hindi na kayo gaganahang sumunod. Ang daming nagpapa-shoutout. Ma'am Jade of Davao City. Our Mia there in Davao City. Alright. Alright, so naka-create na ba ng username at password? Ilista ang mga username at password sa notebook. O itagong maigi, hindi malilimutan. Alright. Ma'am Wilms Luterte, pa-shoutout daw, Ma'am Wilms. Alright, I know you, ma'am. I still remember you. Yes, Sir Bobby, no, of the Danao City Division. Yes, of course, bro. Alright, may username na ba at password? Proceed tayo sa next. Sana naman na-accept yung password at username. Kagaya ng ginawa ko. Sample lang yan. Huwag niyong gayahin. That's my account. Taken na yan. Hindi na yan pwedeng gamitin. You use the one so that you can create your own username and password. Ma'am Helen Grace. Good afternoon, Ma'am Helen Grace of Paho National High School. Yes, ma'am. To God be the glory. Pa-shout out sa English folks sa Paho National High School. Of course, and all the teachers, especially your principal, Ma'am Angelita Pagubo. Alright. So, of course, my UP buddies, Ma'am Emeline Cubing. Of course, Ma'am Aligale, Berami. Binabaha yung messenger ko. Gawa kayo ng password ha. Wag lang magpa-shoutout, gawa din kayo ng account. Yes, click next. May next na ba dyan? Click yung next. Yes. At ito yung lalabas. Hingan kayo kung anong country kayo. So, piliin yung Philippines. Select Philippines. Piliin yung Philippines. So, sinong may hindi gusto ng National INSET? Napatanong tuloy ako. Kasi sa sobrang saya ko, sa sobrang saya ng mga tao, kahit ma-mention lang yung name nila ay grabe sobrang saya na parang abot langit ang kasiyahan. That's why I'm so thankful to Sir Mark, Anthony C., Cap, Mark, Jamizal, of course, our director, Abraham Abanil, and of course, Yusek, Alain, Pasqua. Thank you so much, sir. Of course, our secretary, Madam Briones, for having this national virtual INSET for the first time in our country. Ang saya-saya po ng ating mga, parang naging ano po to kumustahan. No? Kumusta na ba kayo dyan? Relax lang ha. Huwag magpa-stress sa certificate kasi ang deadline ay May 8. Alright, may May 8 pa tayo. Alright. So, yes po. Sige po. Piliin nyo yung Philippines kagaya ng pinili ko. Huwag naman yung other countries. Philippines lang po. Alright, so after choosing Philippines, pagtuloy lang tayo. I know may mga advanced party na dyan. May mga fast learner dyan na nakagawa na ng account. Kung nakagawa na kayo ng account, tingnan ko sa comment box. Sige, screenshot nyo. Tapos, sa shoutout ko kayo. Alright? Enter your birthday. Enter your birthday. Sige na, sabayan nyo ako. Enter your birthday. Yan yung birthday ko ha. Tandaan nyo, November. Hindi niya ibibigay yung day, yung year lang. Alam nyo yung edad ko? 25. Alright, click next. Tama ba yung math ko? 25. Alright, click next. Tapos, yun, pipili ka ng gender. Yun, click gender. For example, male. Hindi, yun, tama naman. For example, yun, male. Tapos, hihingan ka. Panghuli, hihingin yung email ad mo kasi doon kayo be-verify. Yung Scratch kasi parang YouTube. You will create a channel. Again, this is not just a certain website. This is a YouTube ng mga interactive media. Gagawa tayo ng channel. Meron tayong mga, hi guys, welcome to my channel. This time, yung ating mga bata gagawa dito ng channel. Gagawa sila ng content. Alright, meron na bang email ad? Nakapag-enter na ba ng email ad? Yung aking email ad, nandyan na. Yun. Yes. Alright, so after the email ad, below, makikita nyo dito sa ibaba, create your account. Click create your account and you will see this. Nakita nyo na yung welcome to Scratch. Pag nakita nyo yung welcome to Scratch, paki-screenshot at paki-post doon sa ating Facebook Live. Sige nga, babasahin ko nga dito yung mga nakapag-post. Thank you, Sir Mark. Si Sir Mark, unang nakapag-post ng coding merienda niya. Sir Mark Jamizal, Sir Madge, yun, galing. Nagugutom ako sa snacks natin dyan, no? Coding merienda. So this time around, it's already snacks time. You can eat your snacks while doing the creation of account. Go ahead. Alright, so pa-shoutout daw Gunob National High School and of course Elementary High School from Ma'am Dina Pasinos. Yes, Ma'am Dina. Good afternoon po. Tingnan ko kung sino na yung mga meron na bang nag-screenshot dyan ng account nila? Tingnan natin, wala pa. Puro na lang shout out. Shout out. Mag-screenshot naman tayo po. Sige po. Sige po. Shout out natin lahat. Salamat po sa patuloy na pagsubaybay hanggang sa oras na ito. Yes. Hinihintay ko po yung mga screenshot nyo na naka-scratch na po kayo. May account na po kayo. Very good. Yes. All right. I cannot mention your name one by one, everyone. gawa mo na kayo na account. Pag nakagawa kayo na account, doon siya shoutout ko kayo. Ayun, meron na. Andito na. Yes, may account na si... Yun, nakagawa na ng account sa cellphone niya. Mercy Bangkilan. Mercy Bangkilan. Yes, congratulations, Ma'am Mercy Bangkilan. Dito na si Ma'am Mercy. Naka-create ng kanya account. Titingnan ko sa ETU. Ang dami na siguro. Tingnan ko. Alright. Oh, screenshot niyo yung... Ay, hindi ko makita. Yun, ito. Tingnan ko. I will try. Oh, may account na ba ang lahat? Oh, screenshot yung account. Ay, ang dami na pala. Yun. Ma'am Arlene, ang dami nito. Yes. Yes po. Yes, Bangkal Knight High School, Sir Gilbert Iniquila. Yo, output natin. Yes. Screenshot lang po, screenshot. Yes, andito na. Next po is puntahan natin yung post a screenshot in the comment. Hindi dito nagtatapos ang ating pag-create ng account. Meron siyang tinatawag na confirmation through your email ad kasi nilagay natin yung ating email account. So dito sa ibaba, click Get Started. Pag na-click natin yung Get Started, yun, dadalhin tayo sa ating platform. Ito na yung site. Ito na yung ating Scratch Animation website na may account natin. Tingnan natin. Yun, meron siyang confirm your email. Click nyo yan. Click nyo yung confirm your email. Once you click that one, makikita nyo dito, check for the confirmation message we sent to, the email ad that you have provided a while ago. Once nakita nyo na yan, dito yan, sa itaas, yung yellow bar sa site, may yellow bar siya, orange bar, kasi you need to confirm pa para yan, makomplito yung pag-create mo na account. Tapos, puntahan mo, open mo yung email ad mo, puntahan mo yung email ad mo, andito yung sa akin, at makikita mo yung message. Siguro, yung iba may katagalan, yes, let's take time. It's very important to take time to wait. Pag nandyan na, please click this confirm my account button. Click this confirm my account button. Pa-shout out po, sir. Teachers of Ibo Elementary School. Ma'am Gretchen. Yes, ma'am, of course. Shout out na kayo. Alright, so click confirm your account. Once you click the confirm my account, andito dadalhin kayo ulit doon sa website at makikita po ang ating mga pangalan o yung username. At, of course, congratulations. Kung andito na lahat, may congratulations na kayo. Oh, ito na naman. Post a screenshot, take a screenshot, and post it in our comment box. Post it in our comment box. Oh, shout out po sa aking mga kaguruan ng elementary sa Puntainganyo at Mactan Elementary School at Mactan National High School. No? So I cannot mention everyone. Yun po. Thank you so much, ma'am, for teaching me how to teach. Teaching me how to learn. And that's why I am now a teacher like you. Ma'am and sir. Alright, so ito po. Nagsi-screenshot na ba kayo? Tingnan ko kung talagang sinusunod nyo yung sinasabi ko or yung shoutout lang talaga yung gusto nyo. Alright? Alright. Kasi hapon na kasi, no? Gusto natin light na lang or light na lang. Oh, screenshot. Yes, screenshot. Oh, meron bang nagsi-screenshot? Oh, sinisend lang dito sa pini-PM na lang para mabasa kasi natatabunan. Yes! Ang galing naman. Oh, Ma'am Ariza Berdon. Nalimutan ko yung new family name niyo po. Shout out sa iyo. Thank you and congratulations for your account. Dito na tayo sa next step. Ang next step po dito ay ayun, babasahin yung community guidelines. Bakit yung Scratch may ganito, parang community guidelines? Kasi katulad siya ng YouTube, may community guidelines. Ito yung tinatawag, make sure your projects and comments are respectful and friendly. Alright, tingnan natin kung ano ang laman nito. Ang laman nito ay, ito po, may nakasaad dito po na kailangan respectful ka, constructive tayo, nag-share tayo, okay? Yung mga content kasi dito, pwede mo i-edit, parang si Kahoot. Tapos po, keep personal info private. Yon. May mga personal information tayo dito, hindi naman nasi-share kasi it is safe po. Okay? So, ito yung parang hindi natin ina-allow kasi yung topic ng Wednesday, ito yung sa Data Privacy Act. So, tapos, be honest. Of course, kailangan honest po tayo, no? Don't try to impersonate other scratchers. Yung tawag po sa atin, hindi YouTubers, kundi hindi scratchers. Okay, malalaman yun. Bakit scratch? Mamaya. Okay, and then help keep the site friendly. Okay, this is a safe space po para sa ating mga bata. Alright, so let's create our animation. We are now on the last objective. Mag-create na tayo ng sample animation. Handa na ba ang lahat? Kung handa na, mag-thumbs up po dito sa ating chat box. Sa ating chat box, sa ating comment box pala. Comment box. Sige po, mag-thumbs up nga kung handa na ba kayo. Are you ready? Siguro naman may account na kayo at handa na kayong mag-follow para sa ating sample animation. You will really love this one, ma'am and sir. Hi sir, good afternoon. Pa-shout out. Richie Castro, Okanya National High School Robotics Team. Yes. Ma'am Richie, yes. Ma'am Richie, yes. Of course, our co-robotics team adopted by Lapu-Lapu City. Done and following. Yes, ma'am. PM lang. Hindi nyo nabasa. Ganun pala. Yan, hindi ko nabasa. PM lang pala yung mga output nila. Galing! Congratulations po. At, of course, yon, mandaming nag-thumbs up. Very good. So, pwede na tayo magsimula. Create our animation. So, kung handa na ang lahat, ibaba mo na yung ballpen. Mag-take note. Pwede rin. At sabayan yung pag-code natin o pag-program. Okay, may nagpapa-shoutout dito. Buaya Elementary School. Yeah, of course, I've mentioned already Punta Engaño Elementary School already. Sir Vince, good afternoon. Sir Vince, the master teacher of Punta Engaño High School. And Gaga, right? Gaga Rico. Sir Rico, the master teacher too of Senior High School. Senior High School. Marigondon Senior High School. And your principal, Mama Iso. So guys, there you go. How to create? Go to this tab or button na merong word na create. Click nyo yan. Click create. At dyan po, kayo makakapasok. You can enter the user interface or the UI. Yung tinatawag natin pong platform ng ating Scratch animation. So, andito na tayo. I'm almost done. Papakita ko lang po 1 to 2 tutorial. Kung okay lang sa inyo. Alright? So, ito po yung ating platform. Kung nakapasok na kayo dyan, yun, again, what are the parts of Scratch? Kung nakapasok na kayo dyan, wag mo na yan. Paki-screenshot nga kung nakapasok na kayo at paki-post sa ating comment section, sa ating Facebook page. Paki-post ang comment po, yung screenshot po sa comment section. Please post a screenshot of this Scratch animation platform or user interface. Right, so kailangan yung pangalan nyo yung naka-screenshot, hindi yung akin. Baka yung iba yung akin yung screen, yung isi-screenshot. Alright, so shoutout ko kayo. Yes, don't worry pag nakasubmit kayo ng output. Lahat ng teachers sa Pook National High School, Talisay City Division, headed by Dr. Kajija Maricar Pamplona. Yes, kasi nakapag-submit si Ma'am Welms ng output. Yes, ma'am. Na-shout out ko na sila po. Alright. Punta tayo sa, ito yung, ano yung mga parts? What are the parts of Scratch animation? What are the parts of Scratch animation? Sulat nyo to. Very important. Bago tayo mag-direct sa inyo paanong mga gagawin, dapat alam nyo kung saan siya kukunin at ano yung tawag dyan. Alright? Yes, Ma'am Lara. Wow, my favorite teacher in Mactan National High School. Ma'am, my favorite teacher in ASP. Yes. Ma'am Lara. Yes, nagsabit siya ng output. 2, may video pa. Ang galing. I salute you, ma'am. And you are one of my role model po. Alright, so let's proceed sa mga parts po ng Scratch animation. Dito po, nakikita nyo yung pusa. Ito yung tinatawag natin na sprite. Yung character. Okay? Ito yung tinatawag natin sprite. Hindi cope, hindi sprite. Ito yung character. Tawag sa character ng Scratch. Ito yung pusang gumaganon. Kaya parang Scratch yung tawag sa kanya. Nag-scratch. Alright. Ito yung nilalagyan natin ng Scratch. Ito yung nilalagyan ng sprite or character. Ito yung stage. Dito po nagpe-perform si sprite. Dito po nagpe-perform si sprite. Alright? At ito naman yung blocks. Dito naman makikita yung mga code blocks. Yung sinabi nga kanina ni Dr. Robin Pasano. Dito po makikita yung mga commands na ilalagay natin dito sa gitna. Ito yung script. Ito naman yung script. Dito tayo nagsusulat para gawin ni sprite o yung character. Ulitin natin ha. Kung talagang na... Alright, anong tawag nito? Ang tawag dito, yung character ng Scratch animation, ang tawag nito ay very good, sprite. At ito naman, kung saan siya nagpe-perform, it is called very good. May sumasagot, stage. At dito naman yung mga blocks, kung saan nakalagay yung mga command, ito yung very good, blocks. Sinabi ko na blocks. Alright, at dito naman sa gitna ay ito yung tinatawag na script. Very good. Alright, so it's time for hands-on activity. Hands-on activity. Alright, so kung nakagawa na kayo ng account, post lang po yung screenshot doon sa ating comment section, comment box. Yan, pa-shout out. Soong Elementary School. Hi, Ma'am Lizelle, headed by Ma'am Lizelle. And of course, Ma'am Ana Marie, na gumawa ng output, nag-send. Ito yun. Yun, ang galing ng output ng Ma'am Ana Marie. Yes, congratulations, Ma'am Lizelle Abing and Soong Elementary School teachers. Alright, so para makakagawa tayo ng output, punta tayo doon sa ating website. Puntahan natin yung Scratch animation website. Alright. Dito po. Kung makikita nyo, if we can see the screen, we have this tab at the top. Ito po yung tutulong sa inyo para po makapagsimula. You can start animating or familiarize the commands or yung mga particular blocks kung anong functions nito. Yung motion, look, sounds, events, control, sensing, operators, variables, and my books. Heads up ko lang po pala yung ating mga kaguruan na dito sa Scratch, pwede na po tayong mag-code para sa robotics. Meron po siya para sa robotics. Kasi yung Scratch, pwede na niyang gawin yung command. Nandito po, yung para sa robotics. Dito po siya makikita. Pwede natin siyang i-add. Nandito siya sa ibaba, makikita nyo, ito. Music, pen, video sensing, text-to-speech, translate, microbit, Lego Mindstorm, EV3, Lego Boost, Lego Robotics. Alright, so ito kasi yung ginagamit namin sa Robotics, yung Lego, EV3. Alright, so click yung tutorial. Click tutorial. Yon, na-click na ba yung tutorial? You click tutorials at you choose getting started. Click getting started. When you click getting started, a video tutorial will appear. When you click play,
With Scratch, you can make your own stories, games, and animations. Let's start by grabbing a move block. We can click the block
Yon.
to run it. There are many other blocks to choose from. Check out the different categories.
and you
Let's
can
go to the sound category
maximize this
and
one.
grab a
Like this.
play sound until done block. I'll snap this onto our move block.
So this is what we called a while ago. Ma'am Rubilin mentioned this as the
When
drag
anyone
and drop
wants these code
programming.
blocks to run,
This is
add
a
an
drag
event block
and
on
drop
top
programming.
to
Still
start
the
the
same
code.
with Arab
I'll
code,
add the when
but the
green flag
difference
clocks
is
block.
you can create your own
You can
animation.
easily reorder or delete these blocks at any time. Add as many characters as you want to your project and code each one. Check out the tutorials page for ideas and inspiration.
All right, so there you go, guys. Subukan natin. Let's try this one. So sample is, if you will open this next, there's an instruction here, add a move block. The blue color, the good thing here is it's color coding. So it's color coded box, so it's blue. You can easily identify where's the move block or ito yung motion block. So click this one and then drag, double click, then drag and drop as what you can see here below. Alright, so naka-drag and drop programming na ba ang lahat? Just click the move 10 steps and then put it on the script. From the blocks to the script. Pa-shout out po sa Maribago, yung Maribago High School. Ma'am Adak and Ma'am Rosalie. Naning Naminaw. Alright, good afternoon, ma'am. And yes, create also your Scratch animation. Pakisend po. Yes, that would be great that you will learn the basic of computer science programming. After this, you click this one, the move blocks, as what we can see here in the tutorial video, and look at the sprite. What will happen to the sprite if we will click the move block? What happened? Yes, it is moving. All right. So because it is a move block, and unlike Arab code, you cannot touch the character. But here, you can, yes, drag and drop. Drag and drop anywhere. You want to position the cat at the top, below, center, right, left, anywhere you want. All right? So next po, tingnan natin yung next. Ito yung tutorial. Hindi na tayo mahihirapan pa kahit wala na ang speaker ninyo ngayon. Mamaya, meron kayong maipapagawa sa inyong mga anak na productive. Alright? Yung iba, grabe na yung screen time, no? Hindi productive. Dito po, they will become productive, I tell you. Yung anak ko, 7 years old. Alright. Okay, so next step is yung purple. Ito yung tinatawag na purple. Hello. Say hello. Ito yung, yes, looks. Ito pala yung looks. Okay? Say hello for 2 seconds. Lagay natin dito sa ibaba. At after that, i-click natin yung code blocks sa script. Tingnan natin kung ano ang mangyayari sa sprite. Yon, anong nangyayari sa sprite? Ang sprite ay, yon, nagsisay hello. Nagmo-move at nagsisay hello. At panghuli, yon, we are going to click the green flag to start. We are going to click events. The orange one, orange group, block, ito, events. When you click this one, yes, you can see the green flag. Sabi dito, ilagay sa tok-tok. At when green flag click, the sprite will move 10 steps, say hello for 2 seconds. Tingnan natin. Click natin yung green flag. Yung green flag ay nandito sa itaas. If you can see, dalawa yan. May green tsaka red. In the traffic light, ang green ay, very good, go. And yung red ay, stop. Pag na-click tayo ng green, mag-go siya. Pero pag na-click tayo ng red, mag-stop siya. Yan po yung purpose ng green. Ito yung purpose ng green. Ito po. Okay, so dito, natapos yung first, parang initial na tutorial na. 3 code lang, alam na natin yan. However, sabi nga ng ating mga host, second day I think, yung nawala yung sounds. Very important yung sounds. Ito yung nagpapaganda ng horror movie. Yung nagpapaganda ng mga pinapanood natin, nagpapaganda ng mga videos, lahat. Kung walang sounds, walang kabuhay-buhay. Kaya, lagyan natin ng sounds. Dito po tayo sa sound block. Dito po. Tapos, ito yung sound niya. Drag and drop dito sa ibaba. Or sa itaas. Pwede rin sa itaas, pwede rin sa ibaba. Pwede dito. Pwede siyang i-insert. Pwede siya i-follow lang dito sa ibaba. Now, you click the green flag. Pwede ka mag-click dito. Pwede ka din yun, yun. Ayun, pag narinig nyo na yung pusa na nag-meow, yun, success. Yun. Yun yung translation ng meow, hello. O, lagay natin siya dito sa tok-tok. Tingnan natin. Ayun. Hello. Sabi niya, hello. Alright, so, pag nakafollow kayo dito sa first sample, congratulations. Congratulations. Ito yung code. Screenshot nyo na. Pwede nyo gawin. Mamaya, mahina kasi yung internet ko, sir. Sige, gawin nyo mamaya. Screenshot mo na lang yan. Kasi mamaya, ipa-flash ko yung link ng offline installer at saka yung video tutorial. Alright? So, yung next step ay gagawa tayo ng story. There is this one, create a story. So, the next project is creating a story. Okay, so but I think I don't have the luxury of time to do that.
You can use Scratch to tell a story.
Yon.
You can use
And
Scratch
you
to
play
tell
the
a story.
video
Create
and
a
you can
conversation.
maximize
Use
the
Scratch to
video
tell a
if
story.
you like
Create
to.
a conversation. Switch.
Yan, story. So, maganda kasi yung Scratch pag gumagawa ka ng storya.
Tell a story.
Yon, tingnan
You
natin.
can use Scratch to tell a story. Create a conversation. Switch scenes. Or do whatever else you can imagine. To get started, let's pick a background. I'll go with the witch house. Now let's pick a sprite. I'll pick the wizard. Let's have our character say something. I'll have my character say, "Welcome to magic school."
Ayun.
I'd like to add another character.
You can
So I'll
change
choose
the
another sprite.
background
This time, I'll pick the elf.
and you can add sprite or
It looks like
characters.
the elf isn't facing the wizard, so I'll change the way they're looking. Let's go to the costume
Sir
tab and
Hipolito,
choose flip
Sir
horizontal.
Mama,
So the costume
good
is now
afternoon.
flipped
Yes,
to face the
sir.
wizard.
Thank you so much for watching. And Santa Fe
Conversation.
National High
I'll
School,
add a say block to
nagpapa
the
shout
sprite.
out, headed
I'll make
by
this
Sir
character say,
Noel
"I'm going on a quest."
Nervida. Good afternoon po, sir.
Let's click the green flag to see what happens. They both speak at the same time, so let's go ahead and add a wait block before the elf speaks. I'll make
Oh,
this
ayan.
2 seconds.
Oh,
Let's have the characters change.
magsiswitch sila
I'll
ng
add another
background.
This time, I'll choose mountain.
Oh.
I'll reselect the elf sprite and go back to the coding area.
Ayun, magsiswitch sila ng background.
Characters
Pupunta
start
sila
the witch house.
ng cave. Galing sa bahay, papuntang cave.
Wait 4 seconds, which is how long
Suba
the
Masulong
conversation
Teaching
is,
Force headed by Miss Arlene T. Sumalinog.
and then switch to the
And
background.
PSDS Maria Marisa Maglangit. Yes, sir. I have shout out na po, Sir Mel. All right. And all the ICT coordinators, elementary and high school of DepEd Lapu-Lapu
Let's
City
go back to
Division,
the
of
wizard
course.
sprite and add a when
And Ma'am Cheryl. Yes, Ma'am Cheryl. I've seen your
I'll set it
output.
to
Yes,
mountain
ma'am.
and
Very
make the
good.
wizard
Ang ganda
high.
nito. Ma'am Cheryl Ann Del Castillo and the faculty of
Try it out.
Tapal Elementary School, Karkar City Division, and all Karkar Hanon. All right.
Looks good.
Yes.
Now let's replay the project.
I'm checking your output, guys.
Literally
Yes, may
showing
output
up.
na naipasa
That's because we've
si
hidden it. So what
Ma'am
we need to do
Novim.
is add
Yan,
a
pa-shout out sa
at the
Kalawisan
top
Elementary School,
so that
Principal
whenever someone
Verna
replays the project,
Alipar,
the wizard
and
will
the
show
Kalawisan
first.
teachers. Kalawisan Elementary School teachers. Pa-shout out po. Po.
Click the green
Teaching
arrow to
Force.
see this code again.
Pa-shout out po.
And explore
Po.
what else you might add to
Teaching
your story.
Force. Headed by Sarah Oli Locos. Good afternoon, sir. Requested by Ma'am Gwen Langga. Gwen Templado, the Ranger. Alright, so that ends, guys, the tutorial video. If we will follow this one, yung pagpalit pala ng background, dito yan makikita. Choose a backdrop or background. When you click this one, ang dami pong pwedeng pagpipilian. Yung pwede mo ilagay siya sa may snow, pwede siya ilagay dito sa gubat, or parang makikreate ka ng parang castle yung the king. Yun, papunta siya sa castle. Maglalakad siya ngayon na yun. Alright, so meron pa to siyang code na para continuous po yung paglalakad niya tapos mag-shift. However, I have 2 minutes left. I think, am I right, Sir Jeff? Just checking the time. Ma'am May, Sir Jeff, 2 minutes left, right? Andito po lahat yung gusto nyong malaman. At after this, pag alam nyo na to, you can now create your own creation in your own, based on your imagination po. Again, your imagination is the limit. How creative you are in creating this one. Pwede kayo makakapagawa ng games, stories. Dito po yung mga sample. Papakita ko po, may mga ginawa na po yung iba. Tapos ang gagawin nyo lang, i-edit nyo na lang yung kanilang mga code. Andito, punta kayo doon sa, dito po, dito sa home. Click nyo yung scratch na logo. Tapos, click nyo yung mga featured projects. Kasi itong mga featured projects po, this one, ito na lang, Women's History. Meron dito Women's History. Yung kagaya nito, Jackpack Cat. This, for a while. These projects are editable. Sinishare sila. Kasi, pwede kang mag-duplicate ng, katulad nito, play natin. Yan, lumilipad. Ay, ikaw pala yung mouse pala yung sinusunod niya. Alright, no? Yun, yung mouse yung sinusunod niya. Alright. Explore pa tayo ng mga magagandang gawa. First timer ito, katulad ninyo. Alright, so dito, meron din dito mga games. Tingnan ko yung, may na-open ako kanina parang story. Battleship. My point is, pwede nyo silang silipin yung code nila. Ito. Pag teacher kayo, ito yung gagawin nyo. Maglagay kayo ng instruction dito dahil may channel kayo. Tapos, ito yung asynchronous part. Ito yung parang instruction kung paano siya laruin, paano gagawin, or ano yung gagawin nila. Alright? So, nandito yung notes saka credits. Click na lang yung C inside. Ang dami nang nag-like nito. Wow. You click C inside at makikita nyo po ang code ng Battleship. Press to begin. Spacebar pala. Spacebar dito. Yun, galing. No? Attack. Meron siyang ganyan. So, ito yung code. Alright? Or balikan nyo yung mga tutorial. Tapos, nandito po yun lahat. Yung pwede nyo gustong malaman para po makapag-create kayo ng mga animation that tells a story, or yung mga bata nyo will introduce themselves. Hindi naman sprite yung gagamitin nila, kundi yung mga mukha na talaga nila yung kanilang gagamitin para po as their output. Alright? So, alright, so andito na tayo sa last part. Screenshot po. Pag natapos nyo po yung kahit lang isa, yung isa lang, na, para hindi naman mabigat kasi hapon, na, kahit na lang po yung isa na ginawa natin kanina, yun bang yung si Scratch Meow, nakapag meow kayo, success na yon. Meron na kayong fulfillment sa ganon. Pa-screenshot na lang po, pa-post sa comment box natin, or pwede nyo po i-post ninyo sa Facebook wall ninyo, at saka pa-hashtag na lang po yung National Virtual INSET 2021. Para doon na lang natin sisilipin kung sino-sino po yung mga naka-follow po. However, do not be dismayed or discouraged kasi yung mga walang connection, meron tayong offline installer po. Alright? Okay. So, yung offline installer, kaya niyang gawing video ang Scratch. Dito po, yung code ay ating masisave sa computer, pero hindi mo pwedeng gawing video kasi masishare mo na siya sa internet. Pero yung offline ay makakonvert mo to video. Yung version 2.0, hindi yung version 3.0 ha, yung version 2.0 kasi bibigay ko mamaya. Alright, pag-screenshot na kayo sa comment box, papa-shoutout natin mamaya yan. Alright, so last part, I'll show it to you, my last slide. Hindi na ako magbibigay ng timer kasi punta na ako sa last part. Ito po yung verse na gusto ko pong ibahagi sa lahat ng mga kaguruan. This may apply not just to the teachers, school heads, DepEd official, but to everyone, even students po. Sabi nga dito, from Monday to Friday, tayo po ay nagtatrabaho, parang nagsasaka tayo, no? Nagsasaka tayo sa kakahintay, may mga encountered tayo na mga problems. We cannot really, may mga challenges po talaga na na-encounter. Katulad na lang po ng pagsasaka. Sabi ng Colossians 3:23 at 24, and whatsoever you do, lahat ng mga ginagawa natin, kahit yung inset po, do it heartily. Gawin lang po natin na bukal sa ating puso. As to the Lord, para po sa Panginoon, and not unto men. Hindi po para sa tao, knowing that the Lord, ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Christ. Dahil po, sa itaas, meron po tayong Panginoon, no? Na ating Lord. Sana po ay may natutunan kayo ngayon, kahit basic lang po yan, kasi yung training namin kay Sir Roy din ay 3 days. Hindi kaya yung 1 hour, hindi natin makompact yung 1 hour. At least alam na natin na meron palang tutorial na mag-guide kahit kayo na lang po. Self-taught lang po siya. Sa mga gusto magpa-shoutout, mamaya sa shoutout ko kayo. Ito yung link. Alright, kopyahin nyo na, screenshot nyo na, i-type nyo na sa browser nyo, at ilagay nyo nandyan na yung offline. Ang pinakamahalaga po yung makuha niyo yung offline installer. Kasi po, you can convert your animation to video format. Yun po yung parang kagandahan nito dahil may offline installer po siya. Alright, Sir Adoni Resti, Tito Chia, good afternoon. From the Now City Robotics Team, good afternoon po, sir. Yung aking mga kasamahan, gusto talaga ipa-mention yung name nila. Ma'am Ombao, andyan na. Ma'am Isabel Ombao, sumisigaw na yan. Mga mami ko dyan sa Punta Engaño High School, Mami Roda, Mami Jolly, Mami Leia, or MT, Mami Leia and Ma'am Mercy Villegas.
Thank you so much, Sir Glenn Laping, for your wonderful presentation about the Scratch animation. And I'm sure many of our participants or attendees are very interested to try this software, okay? So now let's proceed to the question for our second presenter for today. Let me have the first question. Sir, the question is from Mr. Marvin A. Basco of Soong Elementary School, SDO, Lapu-Lapu City. And the question is, what is the impact of using scratch animation to our learners in this time of pandemic?
All right, so thank you so much from Soong Elementary School. Ano ko lang yan pala, ka-division. Thank you so much for that question. The impact of scratch animation, yung pagkatuto ng bata is yung the child or the student or the learner during this time maiibsan yung boredom and will be converted yung energy nila from spending it watching, yung nga sinabi ko kanina, yung parang fluency, digital fluency. Alam nila kung paano gamitin yung gadget, alam nila paano pag-browse, mag-chat, manood sa YouTube. Pero yung pag-create, dito po ay nahahasa na di-develop yung 21st century skills, especially yung digital fluency, yung pag-invent, pag-create, pag-simulate through scratch animation software. They can share their output and they can post it in the social media, and they can help, they can build a community like in Facebook group or any social media, and build the skills that this pandemic brought to us right now. Oh, all right. So I hope I have answered that question.
Okay.
Sir Marvin?
Yes, sir.
Pasco?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And now we will proceed to your second question. And the question is from Ma'am Mary Jane N. Enderes of Pasonanca National High School in Zamboanga City. So aside from animation, can we use Scratch for Filipino word games and the like?
Yes. Yes. Yung Filipino word game, meron po siyang, hindi ko nga siya kayang i-compress in 1 hour. Parang nasasakal ako sa time natin, pero sulit din naman po kasi mayroon po siya dong tutorial. Kung napansin nyo kanina, may word text po na pwede nyo siyang gawing animation, yung word game sa Filipino. Kahit anong subject po, pwede nyo i-integrate yung Scratch animation as a platform to create something or to create an activity for your subject to accomplish your goal or objective in your lesson. Pwede po talaga. Sir, Ma'am Mary Jane Enderes, Pasunaka.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And I know that our teachers right now have an idea about the Scratch animation. So we are very much thankful for having you here, Teacher Glennie Lapping. And maraming salamat po and keep safe. Thank you, sir.
Ingat po, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sir Jeff. Thank you, Ma'am May.
Opo.
Yes, right now, Teacher May, no? So we will proceed with the impressions that we have received from our guests for this afternoon.
Okay, but before we do that, let me present or let us flash the QR code for the evaluation of our PM presenters for today. So this is the QR code for Mr. Glennie Lapping's presentation. And this one naman is the QR code for Ma'am Rubilin Pastrano's presentation about hour of code. Let us now go to the impressions of our selected teachers and principals all over the nation. To give us the first impression for today, she's the school principal 2 of Maringondon National High School Senior High School Department, Region 7, Central Visayas, Division of Lapu-Lapu City. Our dear teachers, this is Ma'am Lina M. Maiso.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes,
Hello.
so we are very much excited to hear your impression about our first ever virtual INSET 2021. You may start, ma'am.
Okay. My due respect to our DepEd Secretary, Leonor Magtoles Briones, to USEC Alain Del B. Pasqua, to the Director 4 of ICTS, Sir Abram YC Abanel, to the EdTech Unit team, headed by Sir Mark Anthony C., to the Region 7 Director 4, Dr. Celestiano T. Jimenez, to our Schools Division Superintendent of the Division of Lapu-Lapu City, Dr. Wilfreda D. Bungalos, with her ASDS, Dr. Cartisa M. Perico, our PSDS, Mrs. Rebecca P. Turing, to my school principal 4, Mrs. Cirilla B. Digolacion, to the fellow school heads, and to all teachers, especially the teachers of Marigondo National High School. Maayong hapon sa tanan. First, my salute to the program management team headed by not less than our USEC, Alain Del B. Pasqua, for the very successful first ever DepEd National Virtual In-Service Training for Teachers. Thank you very much for this rare opportunity. Why rare? Because we cannot deny the fact that acquiring a national certificate is quite difficult before this pandemic. Kasi selected lang ang ipapadala sa national training, right? But because of this virtual INSET, for the first time in the history of DepEd in the list, we will just switch on our device plus the internet connection. Then, lahat ng mga guro sa buong Pilipinas ay nakaka-attend sa virtual INSET na ito. So how thankful we are. That's how technology works. With regard to the INSET topics, the speakers are very much competent with their topic and they deliver it comprehensively and very easy to understand. And I have also observed that all speakers are optimistic and humble the way they respond to the questions raised. Kudos to all of you speakers. My thumbs up to my co-participants, especially to the school heads of Region 7. Hello. And to the senior high school teachers of Marigondo National High School. Kumusta mo diha? For being diligent in listening and actively participating the activities, even if some are struggling with the internet connection. And I know that all of us has many tasks to comply, but still, we stayed until today. Let us keep the fire burning to gain more knowledge in order to match the new normal way of educating our learners. We cannot deny the fact that the struggle in acquiring our certificates is real. But always remember, we are the one making that struggles and stress. Why? Because the PMT always reminds us that certificates can be acquired anytime. Until when? Until when? May 8, 2021. Kasi ang alam ko naman ang mga rason diyan, mga teachers, di ba? Bakit nag-uunahan tayo sa pag-acquire ng certificates? Kasi pag nakakita na tayo ng nag-post ng certificate sa social media, parang naisip na natin na nahuli na tayo. No, it's not like that. The important in this INSET is we learn before we acquire the certificate. So I would like to tell you that hindi naman tayo minamadali ng DepEd EdTech unit, di ba? So as Coach Graham posted, it is not the situation. It is your reaction to the situation. Put that in mind. We must remember that learning is an essential part of our lives as an educator. We need to constantly acquire new and additional knowledge and put it into practice. We need to learn more so that we can give or share more. My realization on this INSET is that there are still a lot to learn. Never stop learning. And lastly, I will end my talk with this quote from Anon. If you are willing to learn, if you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. Congratulations and keep safe, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that wonderful message, Ma'am Maisel. And now we will be going over to our second impression for the day.
Our next impression will be coming from Abigail A. Dries, a grade 9 English teacher from Ramon Magsaysay High School in Cubao. Yes, hello ma'am, good afternoon.
Hi, Ma'am Dries.
Hello, good afternoon. Hi.
Okay, so we are actually excited to hear your impression about our first ever virtual INSET 2021. You may start, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone, especially to the people behind the first national virtual in-service training. Well, we have experienced an unprecedented shift in our educational system, in our teaching, due to the current health crisis. Changes have happened in the wink of an eye, and they have left us no choice but to step up so we can continue to serve and educate our kids, our students. Well, these changes have caused numerous struggles, but it's a good thing that DepEd through EdTech has been working hard to help us make a breakthrough. They have worked hard to bring us the first ever national in-service training with speakers who have shared with us volumes of knowledge and technical skills to help us improve instruction and to combat the challenges of bringing online as well as blended education to the very homes of our students. Well, some of us might have been a bit hesitant in joining this INSET, but let us face it absolutely has answered numerous questions we have in mind. And in one way or another, it has armed us with digital tools, applications, and more which we can make use of. Isn't it that our major concern is this? How this sudden shift in the delivery mode of teaching would impact the quality of education. This INSET has provided us access to different programs and services made available for us and for our students to push further educalidad. With this, we have come to realize that collaboration among teachers, parents, students, officials, concerned organizations, and agencies is necessary. It makes teaching process easier and lighter. We have somehow realized that we are not alone in this fight. Well, if we consider this a fight. They have been with us and have been trying to support us. Well, we hope it remains until the end of this trying circumstance. The effort to expose us to technology and programs to improve teaching empowers us to reach out to our students more efficiently and effectively. But can we and should we take them all in? Information overload, right? Well, we teachers know the answer. We know our students in the first place, and we are aware of what they need. We can then examine and explore the full potential of ideas, concepts, technological platforms, and applications we have learned. We can determine which among them suit the needs of our learners best. We can tell which are applicable and effective. Bear in mind, though, that we need to exhaust all available resources. If resources become unavailable, let us be innovative enough to create. This may be difficult and cumbersome, but I am sure it is possible. Look at this virtual INSET. DepEd has made it possible. So we can create possibilities together for the welfare of our dear learners. EdTech is here to help us anyways. Also, we are passionate, no doubt about it. If we're not, we would not participate in this 5-day inset. Well, it takes us many hours, right? Well, it's a good thing that EdTech really is with us, and they are actually going on tours for tutorials, aiming to educate more and more teachers technologically. Well, we as teachers, with the help of the government and the Department of Education, are actually bigger than this COVID-19 pandemic. We look forward to the time when we are provided with strong internet connectivity, necessary equipment and gadgets, stronger and more visible support, and more trainings. This pandemic affecting us and the educational system will just be likened to an ordinary system glitch. Let us continue making a difference, touching and changing lives. Sama-sama sa pagsulong ng edukalidad. God bless us all. Keep safe.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Abigail Dries. And now to give us our third impression, let's have, again, to give us the third impression for today's session, let's have Ma'am Flordelisa A. De La Rosa, Principal 3 of General Vito Villarmino Integrated National High School, SDO, Cavite Province. Hi, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Teacher Jeff and Teacher May. To the head of the Bureau of Education, DepEd Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones, Undersecretary for Administration, Yusek Alain del B. Pascua, Director Abram Abanil of Information and Communications Technology Service, Sir Mark Anthony C., Head of ICTS EdTech Unit, esteemed trainers, devoted teacher participants, and viewers from all over the country who patiently and enthusiastically tuned in for 5 straight days in this virtual INSET 2021, my warmest greetings to all of you. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected educational systems around the globe. Schools from across the country are opting to close to avoid the spread of the virus to learners, faculty, and staff, and the entire community. We are all bombarded with uncertainties as to how we are going to deal with our daily lives and how our learners will not be affected by the worldwide crisis. But for some countries, including the Philippines, the continuation of education is non-negotiable. Though we are all struggling with the sudden paradigm shift in the educational system, the Bureau is exhausting all means to ensure that the teachers and the students will impressively cope up with the changes brought about by the spread of the virus. Thus, the conduct of this webinar worthy of acclaim. Participating in this week-long inset made us realize so much about the situation we teachers are all facing and how we can successfully facilitate learning. Hearing inspiring words from the educational leaders and the resource speakers refueled our passion for teaching learners and sharing our skills and knowledge to our fellow educators despite unfortunate circumstances, knowing they are with us in this challenging endeavor. During this time, when physical interaction is limited, in-depth knowledge on educational technology is absolutely necessary. Expanding our knowledge and skills on different digital teaching materials, systems, and approaches that are useful in delivering quality instruction is of utmost priority. Gaining familiarity on how we can integrate DepEd TV in classroom instruction, being able to explore DepEd Commons and its new features, accessing open educational resources or OERs, using the learning management system of LMS to monitor students' progress, developing and preparing interactive instructional materials to enhance instruction, and maximizing ETUlay sessions to help parents in their role in distance education are such wonderful learning experiences vital to embracing and fulfilling the vision and mission of the Department of Education. Teaching and learning during the pandemic is not a struggle after all. Being fully equipped with all the essential knowledge, appropriate skills, and the right attitude will undoubtedly cease our burden and all our reservations towards the success of distance learning and will surely maximize our potential as educators. This inset may have come to an end today, but definitely we teachers will not cease to learn. We will continue to improve and upgrade whatever knowledge we have gained from this training. To the people behind the prolific webinar, our sincerest gratitude. Hats off to the entire ETU family for a job well done. All your effort and hard work are greatly appreciated. Your sleepless nights won't be futile, for you have shared with us not only the skills of a digital native, but the heart of a true educator. To Sir Mark Anthony C., your leadership has brought the EdTech unit to much greater heights. Continue to soar like an eagle. To Sir Raymond B. Kasama and Ma'am Annie Rose Virodeo, you are pride to the generals. Never ever be tired of sharing your expertise to your fellow teachers and Filipino learners. And lastly, to all my fellow school heads all over the country, let us continue to give support and extend our understanding to our teachers who are chosen to be part of the EdTech unit and for the DepEd TV, for they are not only fulfilling their dreams, but also the dreams of young Filipino learners. Congratulations to all of us. Sulong Edukalidad. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. So, sulong edukalidad and tulong-tulong po tayo. Now, to give us our last impression, again, we would like to say thank you to those administrators who participated and gave us the impression. Now, we're going to have another teacher for the last impression. So, we have here Sir Rel Jade Saladaga, Teacher 1 from Zamboanga del Sur, Region 9. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Hi, Sir Rel.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. Thank you, ma'am and sir, to give my impression for this
Yes.
afternoon.
Yes, you may start with your impressions, sir.
To our DepEd Secretary, Ma'am Yunor Magtoles Briones, to our Zamboanga del Sur Division Superintendent, Ma'am Harani Jacinto, to our very supportive and motherly school principal, Maria Isidra R. de los Santos, our former assistant school principal, Arnold B. Tagalog, and our OIC assistant school principal, Ma'am Grace M. Fornes, and of course to my colleagues of both the junior and senior high school of Molave Vocational Technical School, and everyone watching this live feed, especially to all the teachers here in Mindanao. Maayong hapon kanatong tanan. So this is my first time actually participating in national training, though it is done virtually due to the COVID-19 situation, but still I can say that the virtual in-service training was still able to stand in the successful ground. I personally learned a lot from this training. It was a mix of emotion, I might say, most especially in times when we experienced fluctuation in the internet connectivity, but nevertheless, it was still an enjoyable experience, particularly on learning to manipulate photos and edit videos with the use of various editing software, with the use and the usage of ManyChat, Google Classroom, and my favorite, of course, the Google Forms. And of course, it is all with the help as well of our school ICT team led by our Mr. Rufrit Gabato, who assisted us technically. So I was able to follow the discussion of the national trainers. So with this conclusion of this virtual training, I will now able to integrate and utilize well the available technological resources around us in teaching, but not just for us teachers, of course, but of course to our learners as well. In trying times or normal situations, national trainings are useful. Therefore, congratulations to all the staff for this achievement of this virtual service training. In behalf of Molave Vocational Technical School, thank you, Educational Technology Team. Thank you, Department of Education. So to all teachers in Mindanao, especially to my friends, the commando teachers, we can now go beyond borders in teaching our learners. Laban, teachers. Thank you so much. And I'm hoping for more in-service training like this, more in trainings, because education is always a continuous learning, and more INSET that uses more advanced learning tools that would help us at ease and can integrate more ideas and hopes to our learners. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sir Rel, for sharing to us your impression at mag-iingat po kayo dyan sa Zamboanga. And now, to give us the challenge, here is the head of the ICTS Educational Technology Unit, Sir Mark Anthony C.C.
Hello, Sir Mark. Good afternoon.
Sir Mark. Kumusta po kayo? Ay, Sir Mark, walang music. Sir, no audio po.
No audio po, sir. Pa-check po. Ayan, so kitang-kita naman natin, handang-handa si Sir Mark. Gusto ng sign language, no? Kasi talagang kinikater natin lahat ng mga klase ng mga students natin, no?
At kung nagtataka po kayo bakit medyo blurry yung camera ni Sir Mark at siya po ay nasa
Dumaguete.
remote. Yes, nasa Dumaguete si Sir. Pero kahit po siya ay nasa remote, kahit malayo po siya sa central office, no, handang-handa si Sir na magbigay ng kanyang challenge. Ingat po kayo dyan, Sir Mark.
Yes. Hello, Sir Mark.
Okay na po? Let's see.
Audio check.
All right.
Okay, so since we are still waiting for Sir Mark, no, we're going to have another message that will be given to us by no other than our Undersecretary for the Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, Yusek Alain Del B. Pascua.
Leonor McTollis Briones always says, education must continue even in the times of crisis, whether it may be a calamity, disaster, emergency, quarantine, or even war. Teachers are called to the forefront to ensure that learners continue to receive educational services in this challenging situation. As teachers, you are faced with the enormous responsibility of reaching your learners and to continue your professional development to ensure that you are equipped with up-to-date tools and skills to better teach your students. The Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, through the Educational Technology Unit of the Information and Communications Technology Service, or EdTech ICTS, the Department of Education brings you this first of its kind, virtual and centralized in-service training. With more than 500,000 participants, we can safely say that this INSET is a success for all public school teachers nationwide. It has been over a year since the closure of schools and suspension of face-to-face learning in the Philippines, brought about by this COVID-19 pandemic. It's been a difficult and challenging road for us here in DepEd, but together we have all risen above the challenges and are now about to close the school year 2020 and 2021. Guided by DepEd's blended learning slogan, learn by all means, teach by all means, our efforts align towards maximizing the available online channels, not only for learners, but also for teachers as well, to continue your professional development even in this time of crisis. The ICTS EdTech, without question, stepped up and pioneered digital learning for both students and teachers at a time when innovation is needed to ensure the continuity of educational services and professional development of our educators. Education in the Philippines has evolved, including all of us as part of the DepEd family, and we will continue to evolve as a country while the world copes with the effects of this COVID-19 pandemic. Congratulations to ICTS EdTech. Congratulations to all participants of this virtual INSET. May you continue to make a difference in the lives of your students. Mabuhay kayong lahat.
Yes, good afternoon once again, and we would like to express our gratitude to all the teachers as well as the principals who are actually supported us with the first ever virtual INSET 2021.
Yes, many of the school principals and teachers no ay nakisama sa atin no at tumutok mula day 1 hanggang day 5. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng school heads and teachers po na umagapal, sumuporta sa ating virtual INSET. At pagpasensyahan niyo na po ng mga teachers kung hindi po namin maisasama na ang inyong mga shout out because it's already 4 o'clock and malapit na po natin malapit na matapos itong ating INSET. Okay, let us check if Sir Mark is here with us. Sir Mark? I know po medyo nakaka-encounter si Sir Mark ng technical issues. It's because he is now in Dumaguete.
Yes, and for those teachers po na nag-send sa atin ng mga shoutouts nila, no, we just would like to remind you na pwede pa naman po natin gawin yung mga shoutouts na yan. Meron po kaming ETUlay tutorial sessions. That is from Monday to Friday. So yung mga nagpapa-shoutout po sa akin, I have my schedule every Friday, 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yes po, at huwag pag-alala po yung mga nag-shoutout naman po at nag-send sa akin ng message because I will insert your shoutout po during my ETUlay session. That will be on Tuesday, English 3, 1:40 to 2:20. At magsisimula na po ang ating ETUlay session po next week for the 3rd quarter. Inaasahan po namin ang inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa ETUlay.
Yes, and aside from that, no, meron din tayong mga storytelling na pwede po natin ipapanood sa ating mga kids. Kahit hindi po sila nagsuschool, kahit po yung mga younger ones, pwede natin i-cater. And as well as, kinikater din po natin ang alternative learning system or ALS. And soon, katulad nga ng sinabi ni Sir Madge, we will also be having ETUlay sessions para po sa ating mga SPED students.
Yes, meron ding all is wellness para naman gumagalaw at active ang ating mga bata. Agaya ng sinabi ko, kasama yan sa meaningful learning environment, pagiging active ng mga bata. So we have the all is wellness po. We have programs for elementary and junior high school, and we're trying our best to complete the programs in senior high school. At katulad nga ng sinabi mo kapatid, no, marami tayong programs for ALS. So, at idadagdag din ang mga programs para sa SPED. So, nakikita natin mga teachers na tuloy-tuloy at progresibo ang mga ginagawang progress ng ETU para i-cater ang ating iba't ibang mga learners. Sir Mark, going back?
Hi, Sir Mark.
Hi, sir.
Yes. Hi, narinig na ako?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Loud and
Okay,
clear.
good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So, to all of our teachers who are currently watching, ako po ay lubos na nagpapasalamat. Pasensya na po kung medyo mahina po ang aking internet connection dahil nasa tabing dagat po kami ngayon. At personally, hindi ko po na-imagine na magiging ganito po ang run ng ating INSET dahil ang amin lamang pong hangad ay maibigay sa ating mga teachers yung hinihiling nilang pahinga. Kaya kami po sa EdTech, ang sabi namin, gawin natin siyang virtual para maging asynchronous. At lahat ng session na ito ay pwede pang maulit at mapanood ng ating mga teachers. With the conducted sessions na inyo pong nakita, lahat ng yan ay nagre-require ng ating tedious na pag-aaral para ma-motivate tayo lalo, para mas lalo natin mapaghusay ang ating paggamit ng teknolohiya. On the first day of our session, I actually mentioned something na medyo mali yata ang aking concept. Ayan. Na-mention ko kasi na no edtech sa ating PPST. Actually, there is edtech in PPST. Nagkamali ako ng paggamit ng terminology dahil ang gusto ko pong i-mention o ipahayag o explain ay ayusin natin ang ating operational system dahil sa pamamagitan po ng EdTech, ito po ay kinakailangang na makita, lalo yung sa level of competency ng mga teachers. So, I stand corrected po, kinokorek ko po yung sarili ko doon. Uulitin ko po in terms of operationalizing it, yun po ang aking concern. Kung saan, yung teachers na natuto gumawa ng PowerPoint ay maganda naman. Pero ang kanyang skill ay nasa beginner stage. Sabi nga natin, nasaan na tayong klase ng competency at habang tumatagal, gusto natin talaga ang competency ng teacher ay humusay at gumaling. So yun po yung aking ni-request o iniri-request sa ating mga leaders na bigyang silip at bigyang pansin para yung mga initiative ng ICTS gaya ng pag-conduct ng mga Google Certification Program ay maisali o maikonsider siya. Para habang nag-grow ang ating mga teachers, yan ay nabibigyan din po ng credit sa pamamagitan din ng kanilang pagtuturo, makikita sa kanilang ginagamit na instruction sa loob ng klase, at lahat ay mapapahusay. Everybody will all be good. Kaya sa mga nakasubaybay sa amin mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, wag po kayong matatakot kung sakali po na nag-access kayo sa ating LMS ay hanggang ngayon ay flooded pa rin po dahil bukas naman po ang ating system asynchronously at pwede nyo itong bisitahin. Hindi po namin ilalak ang system na iyon. Ang challenge ko po sa inyong lahat ay ito. Mga guro, handa na ba kayo na maging isang digital teacher? Kung opo ang inyong sagot, lahat ng inyong natutunan ay unti-unting pag-aralan, unti-unting isabuhay dahil ang makikinabang ay ang ating mga mag-aaral. Pangarap ko po talaga na matulungan natin ang kapwa guro natin para sa ating mga mag-aaral. There will come a time na ang mga guro sa Pilipinas ay magiging speakers sa ibang bansa, na nagsishare tayo ng ating mga ginawang innovation na kikilalanin ng ibang lugar, ng ibang bansa, at masasabi natin na world-class ang ating pagtuturo. Alam kong malapit nang dumating ang panahon na iyon dahil ang mga gurong Pilipino ay napakahuhusay. Maraming salamat po at sana pa-follow po natin yung safety protocols, yung mga nasa school, siguraduhin po natin na kayo po ay sumusunod sa pulisiyang ito. Mga kaguro, hindi pa huli ang lahat para matuto. Anuman ang inyong edad, anuman ang inyong grade level na tinuturuan, tandaan, ang lahat ay pwede sa educational technology. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Sir Mark, for that wonderful challenge to our teachers. And Teacher May?
Teachers, this first virtual in-service training is history in the making. This event is now indelible among the great events that made possible through innovation, dedication, and a heart for service.
This in-service training would not be made possible if not for the ardent support of the millions of teachers from the 17 regions nationwide.
Who would have thought, teachers, that across islands and seas that separate us, we would come together as one in the ultimate goal of para sa bata, para sa bayan.
Para sa mga guro, saludo kami sa sipag at dedikasyon ng lahat. On behalf of the ICTS Educational Technology Unit, maraming salamat po.
Pagpupugay sa lahat ng dakilang Pilipinong guro.
Para sa bata, para sa bayan. Sulong Edukalidad!